Boom. Boom. Alright. Yep. Oh, shit. Don't know where to look. Too many windows open. Pop out chat. Because YouTube screws with me. Hasn't screwed with me for a while, but I don't trust it. Minimize that. Alright. It is 7 o'clock. No shit. And I haven't got an email yet saying that my stream hasn't started. Anyway. Oh, I guess I'll wait a moment. Guess we get all of our viewers on Monday, so no one's going to show up tonight. It's Friday night. Everybody's probably got dates. Except me. I've got a date with peanut butter whiskey. This is Screwball tonight in my Drambuie glass. Oh, yeah. There's the email. I like that. Don't know which one I like better, though. I got Screwball, Bird Dog, and Old Smoky. All three of them are pretty good peanut butter whiskeys. So, that's a hard one. Anyway. So, we're going to wait a few minutes here before I jump right into it. Hey, Neo! And, a lot of fun stuff I've got planned going on for 2022. I already got started. I spent quite a bit of time rearranging my blog's categories. When you have like 900 plus posts, gets to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Because now I have to go through each one, put them in the right category, and then delete all the bad categories. So I'm trying to streamline everything. Next up will be trying to figure out why it takes so long for my pages to load, according to Google. My longest contentful paint is still like 4 seconds. So I gotta get that down below. And I don't know why. Oh, you are in here. I heard you meowing. Come on. See, the moment I start talking, she has to be in the camera. Say, hey, I'm here. You are warm. You've been sleeping on the heating vent, haven't you? Yeah, you're warm. What's up, baby? Hey. Yeah, she just woke up. So you're talking without me. God. Ever since she was a kitten. Even when I was doing the shows and recordings in Westminster, she had to be in my lap, in the camera. As soon as she heard me talking, she's like, oh yeah, I gotta be here. Huh. Yeah. And I sit there and paw my shirt. She's already put like several holes through one of my nice tank tops. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, I've got a lot of things going on. Redoing some scheduling stuff, and I figured a few things out for my channel, so that's pretty exciting. It is exciting, but not really. At least now I know why I'm not growing as fast as I should. Because I did some research on how the algorithm sees my website, or sees my channel, so. Huh. Yeah, we figured out all kinds of good stuff today. And yesterday. I spent the last couple of days doing it. So, yeah. And I'm still geeking out about my book. I haven't autographed it yet, though. I'm going to. Because it's my copy, so I'm going to autograph it to me. It's still cool. Hey, Chris, how's it going, buddy? I've got some questions I want to ask you. I'll try to shoot them to you this weekend. Just some blog stuff. So, related to all the plans I have coming up. Because I got a lot of things coming up. A lot of fun things. And not to worry, it's not going to put any more on my plate. In fact, I'm shifting things around, and yeah, I should be able to handle it all. So Oh, see, I didn't read. Oh, I didn't see the YouTube clip. I didn't see the blog post either. Damn it. I'm going to have to check out your blog when I'm done tonight. Sam read it. And, well, she read one yesterday or the day before. Had to have been yesterday or Tuesday because that's when she left. So, are we ready? I'll do what I can to help. Yeah. Oh, no, it's nothing big, Chris. No worries. Hey, Nat. Hey, Ron. Just a few questions of how you got things to work before. Things you brought up that apparently I'm not doing right. So, figured I'd tap an expert. Peanut butter whiskey is good. Cat doesn't give a shit. Okay, so we're going to give it a few more minutes here. If I keep reading your blog and Chris, I might have to start one. Yeah, it depends on what blog of mine you read. I've been spending a lot more time on michaelbrockbank.com and WriterSanctuary.com. I want to get back into doing some stuff for Crossing Colorado and Colorado Plays. That's part of what I need to talk to Chris about this weekend. So, Googling it because I wrote it a couple of weeks back and forgot what I posted. I don't know. It's about it. Are you talking to me or them? Anyway, okay. So a few minutes here, we'll get started. I've got a whole bullet list full of stuff. I figured I stay on task fairly well with a bullet list. Will you quit? Really? I don't know if you can see her, but she's like deep throating my finger, chewing on the back of her teeth with it. I am not a chew stick. God, you weirdo. What are the names of your blog and YouTube channel? Well, let's see, with Chris's, it's, God, he's got 3. Which one are you actually doing now? Ow. I poke you in the eyes. Not sure if it was Thanksgiving post or latest, but thanks, Neil. Yeah, I try to read all of Chris's blogs. Hey, Patrick. Hopefully, I can hear when you send me a picture. Because lately my phone's been like getting hijacked by somebody's freaking wireless headset. So it's not doing it now. But before, someone has a Samsung Level U, which is like exactly like mine, but it keeps connecting to my phone, so all my sound goes to wherever the headset is. So I played them some music. Hopefully they like my taste. I even got down on my hands and knees and listened real close to the Christmas packages and make sure nobody bought me one because mine's busted. Couldn't hear it, so I don't know. Somebody got to hear Good at Being Bad by Achievement Hunter. And then Immortals by Fall Out Boy. So hopefully they enjoyed it. Yeah, chrisdesktop.com. And I thought you were doing the 200-pound Chris one too. It just doesn't matter clip. Oh, see, I missed it. I have to go watch it now. I didn't get I even clicked on the notification. I didn't get a notification you uploaded. Fucking YouTube. Yeah, start your blog. I love. Oh, hey, I got that one. Even my watch vibrated. Cool. Yeah, start a blog. Might as well. I started my blog as to track how my progress was going in Tax Broker, and it kind of grew from there. Oh, see, that looks good. Oh. We are so disappointed that we didn't go to the burger place when we came to Utah. That's good. That looks good though. That's a whole lot of cheese. That is a heart attack waiting to happen. There's a reason why I'm still fat. But, yeah, start a blog. I like blogging. It's therapeutic, actually. Whenever... I just like writing. It's... Yeah. Now you're going to sit up here. Okay, you just got down, and I'm going to get back up and lick my fingers. No. Go to sleep. Oh, fuck, I can't see. What time is it? Oh, wow. I can't. I think it says 7:10. Okay, I'm wiping my glasses, and then we're going to start doing the podcast part. Or at least talk about the topics. I don't know if I want to turn this... Don't know if I want to turn this into a podcast or not. But just things I want to talk about for next year, and my lens came out of my glass. To be honest, these aren't the lenses that go with this pair of glasses. The glasses this lens went to broke, like, in half. And these lenses are the only titanium ones I have that work because I'm allergic to most metals and they will eat the side of my face. So I have to use the titanium frames. And then they're almost the same size, but not quite. And so I have to kind of rig it in there and then screw it in. But I've lost all my screwdrivers, all my small ones. Fuck. All right, well, can't see what I'm screwing in here. So talk amongst yourselves for a moment because I can't see dick. All right. Using my fingernail here. Try to get in at least enough to where it doesn't pop out during the show. And that'd be great. Because I won't be able to chat with anybody. I could just talk. I won't even be able to read my notes. Oh, well, my eyes are getting worse. Yeah, that's what happens when you get old. Damn it. There we go. Hey. Now I just have to clean them. No burger place, dude. I'm disappointed with all those burger pics Patrick always sends you. I figured you'd pig out at that place. Yep, I was hoping. But, we had other things going on, so that was more important. It's all good. We got liquored up. I didn't drink nearly as much on that last night, though. Or the night after. Or before. Oh, I can't see anything. Alright, does that help? No. Oh. Ish. Alright, I'll give it a couple more minutes here. Find some duct tape for the glasses, just in case. Oh, I've got Gorilla Tape. If I knew where the frames were, the original frames were for these lenses, I would just Gorilla Tape it, but I'm fairly sure I'd probably throw them away. No, they're in my old glass case. And I saw that recently. Might be in a box. It might be a box in my closet. I'll have to look. Nah. I don't know if I can duct tape those because they broke right at the right here at the edge where it welds on. Oh, that was brilliant. Yes. Yeah. Oh wow, that's way better. Oh, anyway, lots of cool things I got planned for 2020 though. Oh, god damn it. Smeared. Hey, KDC, how's it going? Is that KDC? Purple K. That's the only purple K I have on my... Oh, yeah. There we go. Hey. Alrighty. Okay, so let's jump into it, shall we? I am dubbing 2022 the year of the book. I don't know if you follow any of my other blog posts, but every year I try to come up with a theme. I think 2020 was my year of effort. A lot of good that did. Like I was going to go out and do more things, be more social, meet some people. But then things happened and I couldn't go anywhere for a year and a half. But point is that I usually do themes for the year, and 2022 is definitely going to be the year of the book. And I'm excited. I've got all kinds of goals planned for 2022, and publishing more stuff. And after I started marketing the book, I put the Amazon link directly in the sidebar of WriterSanctuary. As soon as I did that, I sold the book almost immediately. I got it all over michaelbrockbank.com. I installed a plugin that I'm not really sure if I like it, but I'll be doing a tutorial and a review about it. It works. It just, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. We'll have to see. But yeah. So that next year is the year of the book. I have plans to publish. I'm going to be doing Kingmaker first, and then 7, and then continue with the series, because it's going to be a minimum 3-book series for it. I can't really talk about it because of what's in it. So, great title for blog post, Michael. Year of the book. Yeah. I think I did that on michaelbrockbank.com this morning. Hey. Hi, my son. Love you. Miss you. Hi, Mom. Thank you for joining us. See my book? Been geeking out about it all week. I want to sign it to myself. And what I'm going to write in it is, "It's about damn time, you lazy ass." Signed, Michael. But yep, everybody here, Kathleen Chadwick is my mom, and she wrote Defiant Souls. It's a book that's on the bookshelf behind me. And we were going to do a podcast, but things kind of happened. So, where's my copy? You owe me. I gave you mine. I ordered 10 author copies that come in on the 3rd. So, as soon as they come in, I sign it, and I will ship it to you for Christmas. But I might have to order more, because like everybody wants an autographed copy now. So, but that is coming in at the 3rd, and I got an email from Amazon, so it might be here this weekend. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm crossing my fingers. That is so awesome. It's a great thing to be published. Oh yeah, I wrote a blog post about it, about how it's not necessarily for the money for me. I don't think I'm gonna make bank with this. I've only sold like 9 ebooks and 2 paperbacks so far, and one of them being to me. So the whole idea of doing the book in the first place was to get the ball rolling for self-publishing and see all the steps I have to take and how much is involved. And I haven't spent a single dime creating this book yet. Next is the marketing part, and that's where the money's going to come in. But for now, yeah, I haven't spent anything. And so I lost where I was going with that. But yeah, it's more of a, oh yeah, I remember now. It's more of an I don't want to say an ego stroke, but more of a motivator, I think. Because now I got it in my head that I actually finished something. I've never finished anything. I have started and thrown away more stories and novels than I can possibly count. And so this one I got finished. We got it all edited and published, and now it's in a paperback. And so that was that's what it was for me. It's more of a it was more for my mental health, really. It was more saying, hey, you can do this. You actually did it. There you go. And so it's all I want to do now is write. I have a mortgage to pay, so I can't do that. But all I want to do is sit down and keep writing my books. So it's definitely a boost. That is so awesome. I read that one. Oh, Michael is in trouble. How come she didn't get her copy? Because they haven't come in yet. I ordered 10 as soon as I was able to, and it takes Amazon that long to print them out. They come from Las Vegas. So I'm hoping that the message I got was for the order that I put in for the 10. I'm probably going to have to order 10 more. But I don't know why I got mine first. Technically, Sam got hers first. She bought it the same. the day after I bought mine and got hers a day earlier. So I don't know why or how that worked, but it did. And so I don't know why they can send one right off the bat, but it takes them so long to do 10. Especially with the way they do it. Like how if Amazon prints them out, they'll print out 2 copies every time one is sold. So that way they always have one on hand. And so I'm wondering if maybe they're waiting to see how many come up. I think it was Facebook. But yeah, so as soon as they come in, I'm mailing them out. Let's see, where are we at? Vashti, how is everyone doing? What are we talking about? We're talking about what I'm doing for WriterSanctuary for 2022. Your son is a big time author now. I just sent a link to your stream to my friend, Liv. Hope she gets the message and checks out your stream. She's also a writer. Awesome. Thank you very much, Nat. Well, I'm like way behind. Came up with like 4 new horror short ideas this week. Been writing like mad. Awesome. I have to do mine for the Vocal Plus contest that I will be entering in. So I have to get that done before the 29th. 4,000 words. I'm thinking about doing an origin story for one of the characters that are in Kingmaker. He kind of needs one, but I think that's going to wind up being a novel. So I don't know if I can do a 4,000 word short for him. So I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on. Yeah, man, finishing a book and putting it into the world in any form, on any platform, is a line in the sand that most writers never cross. That's a major milestone. Proud of you, bro. Thank you very much, Chris. I'm pretty proud too. It was really cool. It's like, as soon as it came in, like, I know a lot of you were there when I did the unboxing, and it was like, it still hasn't sunk in all the way that I can say I'm a published author. I even put that on my single profile on Facebook dating. I'm pretty proud of it. Let's see. Get an Ingram Spark account. Let me see. What be that? Oh. Ingram Spark self-publishing. I will have to check that out. Oh, that's... So that'll probably be part of my marketing. I'll be doing more marketing this next week. I don't know. I might wait until after Christmas. Might be worth checking out, though. Cool. I'll leave that open so I don't forget. Michael's wearing my favorite shirt. It's a good night. I like this one. My white and blue. Let's see. You're not complaining quitting YouTube, are you? Absolutely not. We kind of got sidetracked. I have a bullet list of stuff I want to go over, but shit. When I got my book, I gave the UPS guy a signed copy. Awesome. Yeah, but you probably got more than 10. Like, I have enough. Oh, I got to order more. I've got people on the Buy Me Coffee monthly supporters that get a free autographed copy. And then Sam bought one. She wants me to autograph hers. So there's the 2 that were sold. Who else? Oh, Dad. I have Dad, one for Dad too. So I'm gonna have to order more. It was adorable and it's worth seeing Michael's reaction to the opening of his book. It was as soon as I cut it open, I saw the title. It's like, oh, I was giddy. I'm still geeking out over it. And if anybody's curious who's just joined us, on my channel, I have the video of where we went and got the picture taken for the cover. This is Lookout Mountain. It is at Buffalo Bill's gravesite. In fact, the museum is maybe 5 feet away from where I was standing. And that is Denver on the horizon. Unfortunately, it was a hazy day, so I can't really see the buildings, which is kind of a bummer, but still a great view. For a second there, it sounded like your channel was in trouble. Oh, God, no. No, actually, it was, but for not the reasons you think. Okay, so for 2022, I'll be doing more, obviously more of the books, more marketing, going to be doing a lot more videos and blog posts about the different things I've tried with marketing on self-publishing and what's worked and what hasn't. So far, I've come across quite a few things that hasn't. So, Angela, Clint, Patrick, Shanice, they all want one. Oh, shit. All right, well, I guess I'll buy some more this weekend. See, hopefully they get here. They can ship here soon. I don't know why it took so long, but they don't cost a lot. That's what the cool thing about it is that 10 copies only put me back $36, so I can buy some more. So I'll buy more, and I'll just sign everybody's copies and ship them all at once to you, Mom. You can hand them out. Anyway, so I'll be doing more stuff on that. That was part of the YouTube thing. I am going to be doing more to accentuate the podcast, which I really haven't put a lot of effort into this past year. Sure, we got a lot of episodes done. I got to edit and upload a bunch. I would like to take some clips and turn those into videos, especially when I was talking with Angela and Megan. And so I'll be doing more for the podcast, I think. And it shouldn't take much more because what I've been doing is like, I'm just going to leave them raw and start the show, get to a point, end it, clip that, upload it, I'm done. That'll take me 20 minutes. So, and you know, it's raw, it's fine. People don't like listening to me, they don't have to. It's almost New Year, crazy. Yeah, 3 weeks. The year's almost over. 3 weeks from 3 weeks from today, actually. Okay, and so now with the YouTube channel, part of my issue, has Chris got Mom's book yet? No, I'm mailing Mom's book with my book at the same time. So he's going to get them all. And mostly because I just keep forgetting. I need Sam to remind me, or at least go get the damn priority mail shipping box. Because if she does that, then I'll do it. But I keep forgetting. And it's by the time I remember, it's already like late at night. So I'm going to ask my personal assistant if she'll grab me a box to mail it. Remember to hit that like button. Yes, thank you very much, Patrick. But anyway, what I came across with the YouTube channel is that I realized why I wasn't growing very fast. And if you go into YouTube and you search for Text Broker, I am the top channel, the top creator for Text Broker videos. And that's according to vidIQ and Keywords Everywhere. Not to mention that half the videos on that screen are mine, and almost all the videos in Google search are mine as well. So, the kitty loves Michael. Yes, she loves me a little bit too much. This is Shadow, and she lives up to her name. She'll follow me throughout the entire house mailing. I don't know why. She has to be right on me at all times. But anyway, so I found out that I'm the top creator for Text Broker, but when I searched everything else that I make videos on, nowhere near it. So I'm like, So what I need to do is focus intently on specifics and make more videos for it so the algorithm knows that I'm an authority for it. And in this case, I am going to be pushing for doing more self-publishing and blogging and the blogging sites like Vocal and Hub Pages, because those still get, those videos get decent views for what they are. So that's what I'm doing this year. It's like, I love Text Broker. That's what got me my start. If it wasn't for Text Broker, I wouldn't be where I am today, literally. And I just outgrew it. And so I'm going to start shifting more towards the things that I'm doing, like the self-publishing and working on the vocal challenges. And I would like to do more with Hub Pages and Medium. But with all the things that are going on, I don't know if I can do the 30 days of blogging like I did before, because September damn near kicked my ass. So, surely does. I'm convinced that cats have affection for their owners. Yes. Yes, they do. This one here follows me everywhere. Cloak will sleep on, she slept on my legs last night. Max is usually on me while I'm working. I don't know where Max is at. Probably out in the living room. But yeah. And Max, oh my God. So we came back from Thanksgiving. And so I was gone for 5 days. And so I came home, we did everything. I took the dog out. And I came back in, and I was standing in the kitchen, and I can hear Max meowing and crying throughout the entire house until I came to the living room. Then she stopped and looked at me and meowed like a question mark and came flying up to me. So, yeah, they definitely miss their owners. She thought I left her again. You belong to Shadow, not the other way around. Yes, I am her human. Yeah, cats have a god complex. So that's what I'll be doing with the YouTube channel is more self-publishing, more freelancing, writing-ish. I don't know how much more of that I'm going to do, simply because I really haven't done much freelance writing. I am contracted out with Green Geeks, and ever since then, I really haven't had time to do anything else. Not bad. I'm paying for my house, so there's that. But I would like to do more blogging and stuff, and more writing in general. I'm writing some comedy, horror, sci-fi, a really wacky mix. I even threw in some fantasy. That's a first. Well, cool. Oh, yeah. You were telling me you're going to start doing more comedy stuff. I'm going to finish... I'm going to finish Kingmaker, and that's fantasy horror. Hopefully that'll be out in February. If not, it might be March by the time we get it, because that's going to be a big book, so that's going to take a lot of effort to edit. I'll be editing as I go, but have I started to promote my book? I did a little bit on social media. I do have a landing page-ish. I'm going to make a new one because I don't really like it. I edited it to the blogs, edited it to the sidebar. What else? I think that's about all I've done. I haven't done any ads or anything yet, but that is on the list of stuff I'll be putting money in towards. I'm also keeping track of every dime I spend making my book, and so far it's zero. So I'm going to try to give myself an okay budget where I'm not losing my ass, but I'll see how it goes. I just want to say how proud I am to have 2 of my children published authors. That's awesome. Yep, I think so too. See? And you wanted a family of writers, and now you have one. Now we just need Angela to finish her shit. I don't know. Well, I guess Angela's done. She just needs to find an agent. I don't know. Mom is probably still editing hers. This is an autobiography, but I'm really excited to get the actual fantasy horror out next year. Have been getting so much work this week, Michael. Awesome, KDC. Good job. Keep it up. Keep that ball rolling. But as for promoting, not yet. Just the basic free shit. I am thinking about doing some Amazon ads. And I saw somebody say something about using Facebook ads, but I'm like, I don't know if Facebook ads is really anything worthwhile for an autobiography. I mean, okay, so I'm not putting myself down, so don't think I'm doing this whole woe is me bullshit. But it's an autobiography of a nobody. 10 people know who I am. So I really don't think the book's going to fly off the shelf. But that's not the point of it. The point of doing this book was to get me started and to figure out all the other stuff out. So I don't know how much marketing I will do for A Freelancer's Tale. It is a kind of a self-help book because it goes through about how I had to deal with a ton of depression and trying to go through the last 10 years has been a nightmare. But so I'll try to put some into it, but I'm not sure if I can gauge how well the promotional stuff will work on the autobiography as opposed to Kingmaker. Kingmaker is going to be a much different ball of wax. That's a much bigger animal. So that one I'll definitely dump money into. Second one, yes, I've been consumed here lately. Yeah, I know, Mom. I was just giving you crap. Just trying to lighten the load or lighten the mood. I have an agent. I'm just broke. I need a fundraiser to get $3,000 to send it to him. See, I haven't spent a single dime. Of course, I don't have the cool publishing house on mine though. But still, I'll give it to you. Self-help books are huge. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's how I'll try to market it. It's more of how I got started writing with Textbroker and how I moved on from doing that to what I do now. So I go through every step of the way from when I first started, when I submitted my first article to Textbroker, January 1st, 2012. And then I go through the story of how I dealt with a ton of depression and having to deal with a lot of questionable people in my life and to get to where I am. And so it goes through going from content mills to setting up the blogs, the YouTube channels, getting signed on with Green Geeks, and that I don't know if I really touched base on how I got over all the depression. In a lot of ways, I haven't. I've had nothing but bad shit happen for the past 4 years. So, but I'm still here. So it's more of one of those, even though shit looks bad and your world looks like it's falling in on top of you and dark, as long as you put in the effort to keep moving forward, it's just a temporary situation. Eventually you get through it. And that's what this book is about. Is in 2016 my heart stopped and I was on my way out. And so I had to make changes, and that's what I did. Anyway, moving on. But it's funny how just one simple decision can greatly alter your history. If I wouldn't have submitted that article to Textbroker in 2012, where would I be today? At the rate I was going, probably dead. But I did push through all of that, and here I am. Oh. Never give up. Never surrender. In freelance writing, you can limit how much work you get. No? I think that's the one plus of being self-employed. Yes. With freelance writing, I've had to turn down customers before. There were some customers where I would jack the price up so high that they left. It's like, if you want me to do your shit, it's going to cost you. They're like, never mind. Like, thanks, because I'm too busy anyway. You probably don't want to do that a lot, but yeah, you can control how much comes your way. If your one book can help one person deal with their own mental health issues and get back on track and write again, it's worth publishing, even if it's not a bestseller. Now, I think that's probably why I started with it, because even with WriterSanctuary, when I first built a YouTube channel, that was my whole purpose, is to help people learn how to do what I do. And so that's why I do all the blogs I do, the tutorials I share. So I have no ambition to be a millionaire off my book. It'd be nice, but life goes on. I'm happy, so I don't need lots of money to be happy. I'm just proud of myself for finishing a book and publishing it, and it's here in my hand with my name on the spine. That is the only thing I've wanted since I was 12 years old. And I'm happy. So, mission accomplished. That is helpful info for a lot of people, especially those who have had to deal with their own tragedies. Yeah, I'll just have to like market it that way, I guess. Um, it sucked kind of. It kind of sucked writing it because like I had to deal with a lot of stuff from 2012 on out, and so um, it was kind of crappy having to rehash all that and relive it. Uh, I muddled through. I didn't go too far into losing my son, but that was because this is more of writing related, and losing Kiefer wasn't. But I do mention it in there how I had to, and I accomplished all my good stuff. I accomplished everything before I lost Kiefer, and so I wasn't sure if I wanted to put that in there or not. But and then I finished it just before we lost my stepdad, and so unfortunately I didn't get him in there either. But um, anyway, I don't want to be sad. Damn it. Let's cheer up. Um, Michael, at one time, weren't you thinking about starting a content writing agency? You were going to hire writers. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, that was something was planning, and I'm still kind of toying with. Um, I would love to have a real office. I think that's the first stage is get me out of my bedroom. I gave my office to Sam so that she could have a place to stay when she works at the airport. But now it's like I'm all cramped in my room. So, but yeah, that's one of the things I want to work on is try to figure out a way how I can help people that, especially the ones that are in areas that don't support PayPal and not PayPal, don't support writing things like Stripe. I guess PayPal, but help people that are like in Brazil. I had people in South America who genuinely want to write, but they don't have any access to anything that'll pay them. And so I would love to set something up internationally, but that costs money. But we're getting there. That's getting closer. Hey, Felicia, I haven't seen you around for a while. I'd be so interested to read your story. It's in my cart. Gonna place my order when I get paid again. Congrats on it. Well, thank you very much, Felicia. Fireball? No, this is peanut butter whiskey. It's Screwball. I do have my Fireball here though. There's half a bottle left in that. These are my collector's edition bottles. I found you through your freelance writing videos. I think you were still in the hotel at the time. Yeah, I think you said that last time too. Yeah. My month and a half of living in a hotel. I'm telling you, I miss the hotel. I can't stand my bed. The hotel, I haven't slept that good in a long time. So, I'm hoping. Would it be sad? There's a Hampton Inn half a mile away from me. I'm gonna like rent a room just so I can sleep. That'll be my vacation. I just want one day. One day is all I ask. Shadow doesn't care. So that's what I want to be doing with YouTube is more of the self-publishing blogging and blogging sites like Vocal, Hub Pages, and Medium. The goal is to become an authority on those as much as I did with TextBroker. Now, what made me such a success with TextBroker is that I put in every bit of effort I could to learn how to write an AP style, how to do SEO writing. I mean, I dumped a lot of time doing research, and that I have no doubt is why I made so much money on those platforms, is because I did decide that's what I want to do. For 2022, being a published writer, that's what I want to do. I want to be a published author. That's going to turn out the expertise. So I'm sure I'm going to come across a lot of things that fail, like I did with TextBroker. But in the end, I don't believe in failures. A failure is just a learning experience to me. I don't believe anything is truly a failure as long as you learn something from it and then apply what you learned later. When you keep doing the same mistakes over and over and over, then that's on you. But I've only, like, especially when it came to freelance writing, I only made mistakes once because I learned from it, moved on. Get a nice mattress from Costco? I would love to. I really would. But I don't have a lot of money. part of why I'm trying to get so much more going on. I do make enough money to pay my mortgage. I do have a little bit of extra, but right now I've had to dump money in. Let's see, I spent $800 on the Utah trip, and then, which I really couldn't afford. And then I've got Christmas going on, and then in February I've got everybody's birthdays. Um, I'll get a bed eventually, but right now it's I got different priorities. My family comes first, so kids, mom, parents. Um, yeah, I make sure everybody's taken care of before I do anything else. Which is why I have crappy glasses and a shitty bed and a fallen apart chair. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Anywho, so the blogging goals that I've got going on for 2022. I'll be doing more. I don't know if I want to say more words, really, because the vast majority. Really? Wow, she just fish hooked herself in the cheek with my pinky. I was trying to lift her up. Like, they lift you up like a trout. Fucking weirdo. Anyway, the vast majority of what I do nowadays is editing. So I edit more stuff throughout the day than anything else. And so I could aim for more words, but I'm not sure if that is a realistic goal for me because I am involved in so much that does not involve writing. Like especially if I go back to doing YouTube videos, I think I get like 200 or 300 words for descriptions, the script. So not a lot there either. Most of that is just recording the videos, editing, and then uploading. It takes me about 2 hours to do a WriterSanctuary video and three hours to do Despair, which I do have a new episode of Despair coming out on Saturday for those of you who follow Creative Sanctuary. And that's the audiobook that I've been working on where I add the sound effects and stuff to it. I got it finally going again. So that comes out Saturday at 6 p.m. But I still wind up spending 2 hours writing it. So grand total, each episode of Despair takes me about 5 hours. Cool thing is that the writing does give me about 1,500 to 2,000 words. So I don't know if a word goal is realistic for me, but definitely time management. That is my biggest thing. Is that how much time do I actually sit and work? Because I stop the clock every time I have to go to the bathroom or get lunch or anything like that. So this is all time that I actually spend sitting at my desk working. And I think that is more of a realistic goal because the higher I can keep that going, the more stuff I can get done throughout the day. So that is probably going to be my primary goal for next year. Time management. And also, here's something it kind of touches based on what Ron and I were talking about is investing in myself more often. Now, when I started the computer center, my computer business, long time ago, I took $67 and I turned that into a business that was generating more than $122,000 a year. Didn't spend anything extra on top of that. So I was kind of an expert of taking virtually nothing and just letting the business build itself. And I don't think I can do that anymore. I'm getting to a point where I'm getting more each year, but the growth is incredibly slow. And that means I've been using all the money that I get from like AdSense and affiliates and whatnots and rolling it into something that's going to help me along the way. And that works. But right now with what I'm doing, it's not nearly as fast as when I did it with the computer center or when I did it with the liquor store. I took the liquor store and I turned it into something that was doing a lot more business. And then I was doing phone cases there for a while on eBay, and I was still doing fairly well. But I'm getting to a point now to where maybe I should start putting more money towards stuff. Like I do have a writer for practicallylivinggreen.com, which is the green blog, and the traffic to that site has just exploded over the last couple of weeks. And so having him on and paying is starting to pay off. And so I'm thinking maybe I should hire another person to help me with maybe the gaming blog. And he's kind of a gamer anyway, so he might wind up helping me. But the whole idea though is I've got to start putting more money towards all the shit that I want to do, like marketing the book. I need to start checking out some of these other places that can help me sell more copies. Not to mention the fact that it's going to give me another video, another blog post. Cool thing though that I just found out is that after I get done on the KDP stuff, I'm going to submit my book to Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble also has a ebook campaign, and they also do print on demand. They're not quite like Amazon though. Like with Amazon, you can go to my Amazon profile right now and buy my paperback. With Barnes & Noble, they'll print out paperbacks for you, but you have to sell them yourself. However, you can contact them and find out what it takes for you to get your book in their store when you self-publish. So I'm like, that one really piqued my interest because I would love to go into a Barnes & Noble and see my book on one of their shelves. So that's one of the things I want to be definitely pushing with Kingmaker. So that's going to be fun video and blog post by itself. OMG, forgot about Despair. Yeah, I was enjoying it. Perhaps time to binge it again from the beginning. Yeah, that was, Felicia, that was all me. I kind of slacked. I haven't done an episode since August. And so in September, that was the 90 blog posts in 30 days. And then immediately after that, I kind of got a little bit burned out because I was having personal issues throughout October. And then November was NaNoWriMo, and then I had more personal issues in November at the end. So it's been kind of a rough ride, but I am getting back into publishing more Despair on a weekly basis. So every Saturday at 6 p.m. there'll be a new episode. And I wrote next week's episode already. I just need Sam to read it and do the editing for it. But it's getting cool. I have great news. I've been talking to some professors, and I'm going to pursue the master's degree. Awesome. I will take courses in novel writing, screenplays, and commercial nonfiction writing. Awesome. That's pretty cool. I'd love to learn novel writing. I would too. I just don't have the time. I would love to take master classes and shit like that, but should I read off everything I try to do throughout the week? Oh, there's no way I could handle anything more. At least not without having to sacrifice a bunch of shit. I would love to do some classes though, but hey, that's pretty exciting. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, more Despair. There's a reason why I'm putting out more Despair videos, but you won't realize it why for another 3 months. Because I'm playing the long game. Anyway, yeah, investing in myself. Definitely ads. I mean, I'm doing the marketing for the books. That's definite, no shit. But I was thinking, like, there's a really cool keyword tool that would save me a ton of time on research. I want to get back into paying for Yoast every month because it also has some access to SEMrush, which can help me with keywords as I write. What? I definitely want an actual camera for YouTube. One of the things I want to do with WriterSanctuary was do more skits and parodies, but I can't do them with what I got because right now I'm using a 4K webcam. I can't take that around with me throughout the house. Well, I could if I used a laptop, but that would be a pain in the ass. So one of the things I need to buy is a new camera. I would like a decent lavalier mic for it. and better lighting. But like, I need to start investing in stuff that's going to improve what I produce. And so there's only so far I can go with free and cheap. Sometimes you got to spend the extra money. By the time I will an Oklahoma resident, so I will get in-state tuition. Cool. My employee is also paying for a huge chunk of it, so it is very affordable. Awesome. Yeah, that'd be cool. Unfortunately, I don't have access to any of that. My business used to send me to word camps, but I guess we're not doing those this year, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I'll just go to word camps. I can go to word camps as a speaker. Yeah, let's do that. I was asked to speak at one of them for writing with WordPress as a freelance writer. So maybe I'll do that. I would love to go to camps. Maybe I'll speak at next year's Denver if there is one. So if you guys want to come to Denver Word Camp, I'll probably speak at it. Sounds great. Well, I can't wait. I'm glad to see everything didn't keep you down. Well, I'm in Tennessee, and these freak tornadoes are coming. Winds getting big. Gonna prep now. Oh, yep. Take care of yourself. Hunker down, tornadoes. We just had our first snowstorm finally, and it wasn't really a storm. It came through, dropped about an inch and a half, and then moved on. Most of it was melted before 5. That's Colorado. Glad to see you're still around. Hope to catch you live again. Have a wonderful night. P.S. Love the cat. Thank you very much, Felicia. Be safe. Be careful. Don't mess around with tornadoes. So, I used to live in Sterling, mouth of Tornado Alley, and it's not good. So, take care. Be careful. And what else? Oh yeah, and my ultimate end game for 2022 is to get an actual office. Like I said earlier, I would love to have a real place where I actually leave the house to go to work. I think it's one of the biggest things I miss about being a freelancer. I haven't filled out an application since 2011. I haven't had a traditional job since 2013. So since then, I've been kind of a homebody. Yeah, I was social distancing before it was popular. But I really miss having an office. Like, everybody's all, I wish I could work from home. I'm like, yeah, try it for a decade and see how you feel after that. Because I have no social life. I never leave the house. I don't see anybody. I mean, it's great for a hermit, but I really miss people. I miss talking to people. So, yeah, that's I'll be working on an external office. But the office I want, though, is kind of a mixture of an office and a warehouse, a small warehouse. I would like to set up the computers and all that for doing Colorado plays because I want to do more gaming stuff. I would love to set up a quarter of it for Crossing Colorado because I'd love to do some health and fitness and exercise shit for the channel because I already have some ideas for that. And then, obviously, for WriterSanctuary, my podcast place that I want to set up is a bar. I want to have a bar, and then with all the guests, I'm going to have the guests. I'm going to find out what everybody's favorite liquor is. Every time a guest comes in, we're going to fill up the back of the bar with everybody's liquors with their signature on it. So kind of a collector's thing. I can see how my bar is going to look for the podcast and live shows. So that's what I want to build for WriterSanctuary. And I just need to make sure I get bringing enough money. So that's my ultimate end game for 2022. Not sure if it's going to happen, but I'm going to work to see if I can get at least closer to where I want to be. I feel like I'm the only one who hates working at home. Oh, no. I can't say I hate working from home, but it's definitely taxing because, like I said, normally I hate people, but I really miss hanging out. I just don't want to talk to them. I love people watching. And like I tell my son, you can't really meet Miss Right if you're sitting on your desk at your computer all night. And she's not going to just fall into your lap, unfortunately. That's not how shit works. So, if I want to meet somebody, then I need to leave the house. So, when you find your lifestyle, it's called quarantine. It's a meme I found. Nice. I have a traditional job and still work from home. Well, a lot of people do, especially nowadays. But I'm telling you, it's I've been working from home since 2013. Well, technically 2012 because I was working for the school district until February of 2013. That's when I officially was done and became a full-time writer. And so it was fun at first ish. I gained a ton of weight, almost died, and had to push through a severe depression because of it. So, working from home isn't always the best course of action over a long period of time. For an introvert, I really need social interaction, and I love people watching and listening to their stories. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm an introvert, but I do miss actually being out in public. And one thing ever since I started doing the YouTube videos and doing the live streams, and then when I was going to word camps on behalf of Green Geeks, I actually started becoming way more social on the outside. Like I would strike up conversations with people in the elevator, and I've never done that before. So definitely doing all this social stuff on Facebook or YouTube and the word camps have made a huge difference on how I interact with people outside. So it was fun at first. I almost died. well, you don't need a traditional job to leave your house. Going to places like the gym is how you find Mrs. Right. You don't flirt with people at the gym, man. We already established that. Besides, you wouldn't want to flirt with the women that are at my gym anyway. Okay, so I can't say that. There's Hottie McHotterson. There's this little dark-haired chick that goes. She's got to be in her early 20s. I'm way too old for that. I'm the creepy old guy. So, no. There is one that reminded me of somebody I used to date in L.A. though. Almost spitting image. But I only saw her the one time, so I'm thinking because we are pretty close to the airport, maybe she just came in for a workout on her way. So, never saw her again. But, Shane. But then, yeah, there's... Maybe it's the time of the morning I'm going. Nah, I'm good. I'm there for the gains. But I don't. That's the only place I ever leave to go to the house, and I go shopping. But again, I go to the Walmart here in my area. Another place you don't want to pick up women is at a Walmart. Beer sugar daddy? No, I'm not the creepy old guy. I'm sorry. I have a rule. I will not date anyone who is younger than what my daughter would be if she was still alive, and that would be 28. And even then, I don't think I'd date anybody in their 20s at all. I just don't want to deal with the drama. It's, nah. Shit. I'm coming across enough drama just trying to date somebody in their late 30s. Fuck it. I just got my cat. Who cares? Don't do it. Not gonna. Now. So, but yeah, that's my end game goal. Have an office so I can get out of the damn house. It's either that or I go out and get a job. And I don't even need the money. I just want to get out of the house. Unfortunately, no one's going to hire me if I tell them that. And with having a huge, massive lapse in employment, I don't know if I want to find a job anyway. Like, I'm willing to go flip birds right now just so that I can talk to somebody. Going out to community events and talking to a lot of different people is essential for me to become a better writer. It helps develop my intuition about people. Oh, I've got plenty of intuition about people. Most of them suck. Which is why I was an introvert in the first place. No, I get enough. I can't really say I get enough interaction with people. I really don't. Aside from like online stuff like chatting and whatnot. But yeah. So, what is everybody else's goals for 2022? How are we handling next year? Has anybody even thought about it yet? I know we still have 3 weeks to go, but like I said in a blog post this morning, you might as well get started now and just get the ball rolling. Like, yeah, sure, we have 3 weeks left in the year, but that's no reason to slack. So, I am actually putting in maximum effort so that I can hit 2022 running. That's the whole goal for me. I can't think of any writing jobs that require you to be physically present. I don't think there are any, to be honest, unless you're a journalist and you actually have to be on location when you're reporting on something. But I'm not an old fart like you. Oh well, fuck off. Tonight, for example, I met someone who moved here from France. Oui, oui. You have goals, Nat? Awesome. What are your goals? I want to be the best copywriter alive. See, and that is why I succeeded at Text Brokers, because when I first started, my goal was to be the best I could possibly be at Text Broker. And I became one of the best. You get that mindset and you do everything you can to make that happen. Short of killing somebody. I'll be attending University of Oklahoma. I live right here on the campus. I'm writing a ton of new content. Yeah, but you're not. Are you like going to finish something though? That's like I understand that it's hard for you to like stick on one thing. This is why I can't, because if I did that, I would never get anything published. I would have a folder full of half-written stories that won't ever go anywhere. If you can do it, that's great, but I know for a fact I can't. I already have a folder full of half-written stories. My goal is to get more writing done and get out of my head about the writing. Yes, that is a very important thing, Neil. I can't remember how much that I touched in A Freelancer's Tale, but Impostor Syndrome, I did write an entire chapter about Impostor Syndrome, because when you don't feel like you're very good, it does suck the life out of everything. And so you got to start focusing on anything positive. Don't worry about the negative shit. Just, ignore that part. Focus on the things you've accomplished. Like, okay, so I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I started focusing on writing more than 5,000 articles in Text Broker alone, with only 3 rejections, and 2 of which weren't my fault. So technically only 1 rejection that was my fault. Out of 5,000. And when I started getting that stuck in my head, then I didn't feel nearly as bad. It was like, well, shit, I must be doing something right, because people are throwing money at me. And so focus on the positive things. Don't worry about the negative shit. Let's see. Oh, wow. People are writing too fast. I have 0 goals for next year. Right on, Chris. I could whip out a dozen potential goals in a heartbeat, but not feeling it right now. Right now, I'm just going to drink my Fireball. And see, and what it is that, yeah, you can whip out goals left and right, but I've done it in a blog post before where I said it doesn't matter what goals you have if you don't put in the effort to make them happen. Otherwise, they just become fancy lettering on paper. It takes effort. I want to finish one more book before the end of the year. I'm 3/4 done with that. Awesome. I would like to finish Kingmaker before the end of the year, but I don't know if that's going to happen, because I am planning it to be 120,000 pages. And I'm only 40,000 in. So then I want to write another one by March or April. That's my goal as well. I would like to finish Kingmaker, get it published by February, and then I'm going to finish 7. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to send that to an agent or not, or self-publish it. I'm fairly sure I'm going to wait on 7. But then I'm definitely going to keep on with the Kingmaker is actually part of a series, and so I want to finish at least 3 books next year. So that's one of my big goals. We had new coach at OU, Brent Venables. Michael, my team has been saying good things about my copywriting. Awesome. So the CEO reached out to me for the first time last night. Ooh. All right, Katie C. I'm almost done with my new haunted house story. It was only 1/4 done when I was on your stream last time. Wow. Kind of cranked that out, didn't you? My goals are the same. Publish 1 book on KDP a month. See, I don't know. I would love to do that, but my Kingmaker's not going to happen inside of a month. I don't follow sports. I don't care less. But yeah, I only got 3 goals for next year. One is win the U.S. ranking tournament. That's the one that's in Las Vegas, right? Is that the one we're going to be in April, Angela? And the other 2 are to publish both books I got. There we go. Relax. Nat's gonna finish tons of shit in 2022. Hopefully. I want to read the infomercial one. Damn it. I wouldn't mind reading your haunted house one too. When you're talking about it, it's pretty interesting. So I went from like 10,000 words, now it's like 40,000. The goal is around 60,000. Cool. 3/4 of the way done with it, just my estimation, so it should be done around the new year. Once that's done, I'll start my news on my new sci-fi. Then you'll have it edited, and then it's gonna take you forever to publish. I want to read shit. I'm an ex-personal trainer, so I'm very goal-oriented. Cool. Yeah, that actually probably comes in quite handy. Maximum fireball effort. Maximum effort. I liked putting that in that video. I think that video is awesome. It came out great. So I did a video on crossing Colorado, and I put movie clips in it. And one of them happened to be Deadpool. Usually I reach my writing goals if I'm realistic and push it to finish. See, and this year was the first time I accomplished a lot this year. Like Sam and I were talking about it. I did the 30 days of writing 90 blog posts. That's 30 blog posts a day for 3 different blogs. Then I didn't finish NaNoWriMo, but I had extenuating circumstances with family happen in November. That didn't happen. I did come pretty close, but it is what it is. And so I'm going to finish Kingmaker on that. But I've done... See, last year I wrote 430,000 words. This year I will end well into the 700,000 range. Didn't quite make the 1 million. But when you write nearly twice as much that I did last year, call that a win. I was also more productive time-wise. I spent more time actually working on projects this year, so I accomplished that goal. So there's a lot of shit that I accomplished. Finishing A Freelancer's Tale, though, that's when I decided I'm making this happen. Fuck it. And so I started dumping a ton of time into it throughout the week. So I did less blog posts, didn't really do a lot of videos, but I got my book out, and that was #1 priority for me. So I've been chatting and just added like 1,000 more words in the time I've been here. Nice. Yeah, when I'm on a spree, I haul ass, but sometimes that can burn me out. I don't know if I've ever been burned out. My problem is that when it starts going good, I usually wind up writing till like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I have to be up in 3 hours to work. So it kind of sucks. But when you get in one of those moods, you just want to keep going because you don't know when you're going to peter out. The infomercial almost done. It's part of my new sci-fi anthology. Awesome. I already have 3 finished novels you can read. I'll send you the first chapter of the mystery. Cool. Yeah, I'll read it. Oh yeah, and did you see the live reading of my horror comedy? Yeah, I watched it. I'm trying to be nice. Not towards your story, but towards the people on the channel. That's all I'm going to say. But I liked it. It was funny, although most people who are in cults don't think of themselves as being in a cult. Just put that out there. But yeah, I would definitely be interested in reading the mystery. The writing program here is pretty incredible. I was pleasantly surprised. It's fried lice, you click. Oklahoma, of all places. Well, you never know what you come across. The only thing that's keeping me from self-publishing, I need an editor, as in a pro, not some friend to proofread it. Well, but what makes a pro? Is a pro just someone who has a piece of paper? Or is a pro someone who has experience editing? In which case, I've got a few of them that do that. So, I don't know. It all depends on how you look at it, really. So I need to pair up with someone who wants to be promoted and build their editing resume. Chris, how the fireballs are. CEO had me type up a formal letter to all her clients. I had never... the CEO's a chick, huh? I had never written anything... That was almost sexist, wasn't it? That was more of KDC flirting with the boss. That's what I meant by it. Anyway, I had never written anything like that before, so I was nervous. However, I sent her the letter this morning, and she absolutely loved it. Well, see, aren't you just a badass? You're gonna go places, man. I believe that you're gonna be doing well, and you're only 24, so you got some awesomeness ahead of you, dude. Start putting some money away for your retirement. You retire by the time you're 30. And yeah, sometimes when I'm on a writing spree, I drop off the map for a few weeks or go quiet. Yeah, I guess I do too. I keep going off if I'm on a roll. Oh yeah, I wrote it to be pointed. Printed or pointed? But yeah, I get on being on a roll. It was meant to flame people. It was a joke based on the peeps in the chat. Yeah, I got that part of it. Like I said, I had no qualms with your story. I thought it was pretty cool. But I'm gonna be nice, so I'm gonna stop there. Nothing against you. Absolutely nothing. Experience editing. Well, technically, I have experience editing. In fact, that's all I've done for the past 3 years, almost 4 years now. I've had beta readers correct most of the typos and stuff. I just need someone to edit it for grammar, continuity, and content. Yeah, well, I did Smooth Talker. Yeah, see, told you. You and your so you have the your French maid. What's this one? Man, you're building a professional harem. Gotta be careful with that, man. Rule 12. Never date a coworker. Because it will blow up in your face. But anywho, help me edit. I'll promote the hell out of your books. I have 5,000 followers on social media. Nat, I would love to, but I do it all day. I don't want to do it after that. I'll if I read your first chapter, I'll point stuff out, but I won't be reading to edit. I'll be reading because I want to, enjoy some work. So, if I can fucking read it. I get glasses. But, there has been a few times where I thought about offering my editing services online, but I'm like, no. I do it all day. I just want to relax and have a good time. I've also got multiple accounts. Yeah. I'll point stuff out for you, but I just want to enjoy. I don't get to enjoy shit very often. And then, yeah. I don't want to bitch about it, but there's times where I read the emails we send out and the newsletters and stuff. I'm like, fuck, this is why you guys pay me, right? Whatever. Not my business. I don't see any rule about dating your CEO. And rule 12, you don't do it. It'll end badly, and all the cool stuff you have going on now can get flushed in one night. But hey, it's up to you. It's not my life. I've already made my mistakes. Okay, so you want to read it. You say you edit, but you won't help me, even if I offer to help you. Now you make me feel bad. I'll help, but I'll go through it, I guess. I just want to enjoy your writing. Is that so bad? But I can go through it, I guess. That's the issue. Whoa, Nat, if I was copy editor in college, I'd love to help you out, but I have a rule: only ghost one writer friend at a time. So sorry. Only ghost one writer friend. Oh yeah. Was that a dig at yourself, Chris? The podcasts weren't my idea initially. That's the issue. People in these chats are all talk, but don't want to do shit to help anyone else, even if they got ahead by people helping them. See, now you're getting all butthurt. The thing is that I do it all day long. Literally. That's all I do. I'll help, but you get burned out after a while when you do it all day for somebody else. And so I don't know. Don't get mad or upset. I'm just don't any of these. Okay, someone who has over 10 years of experience writing still makes a bunch of typos, grammar errors, etc., and the boss does not fire him. I would have fired him. I'm quite anal, though. I used to jump one of my writers all the fucking time. I don't know how the hell you stay open, dude. Yeah, alrighty then. I already have someone who will edit the first book. She's old enough to be my mom, so that's a hard pass. So? It depends on how old your mom is. If your mom's in her 60s, then yeah, I can see that. But I don't know. She could be your sugar mama. She's the CEO. It's cool, dude. I'm not here to get freebies or pressure people to do things they don't want to do. I'm a go-getter and super motivated. I need to hang out with more people who are hustlers like I am. Just staying back, not getting butthurt about anything. Well, yeah. Well, I'm. It's up to you. But yeah, I don't know. I try not to. I don't know. I'll think about it, Nat. I would love to help you out, but really, when that's all I do all day, I'm just. I don't know if I want to do it my off time. It's bad enough I have to try to do it myself, too, on my own. So I'm doing it for Green Geeks, and then I do it for my own stuff. Well, try to anyway. Like I said before, no one should ever edit their own stuff because you will miss stuff. And so, and part of it is that, it kind of taps into the imposter syndrome thing, where I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't want to say, sure, I'll edit your book, and then it turns out that I did a shitty job. And I don't really want to put that on my shoulders, I guess. Nat is looking for a partner in crime. I understand how she thinks. Ow. I finished my third KDP book this evening. Need to get a cover done for my Fiverr gig. Then I can publish it. Cool. That's awesome, Ron. Yeah, I don't know if I can crank them out that fast. Mostly because I do like novel-sized books is what I'm writing, so there's no way that I could do a book a month. Shit, it took me 6 months just to write a Freelancer's Tale. I don't have that much time. If you have to think about it, then it's a no, and I'm good with that. It's cool, dude. Just say no if the answer is no. Be direct. Maybe isn't an answer. Well, no, because it is. It would be have to let me think about it, because then I would have to dedicate time. And right now, I'm not sure how much time I can dedicate to it. I mean, if I stick to my schedule, I've got 5 blogs, 3 YouTube channels, a Twitch stream, a book, and the podcast, and Green Geeks, and vocal every day. And so it really just depends on if I can finagle some time. You edit all day but are scared you'll edit an amateur book the wrong way. Okay, now you're grasping at straws, dude. No. What it is... See, here we go again. Here's another one of those, I don't know what the fuck that is, things. But thank you for the watch time. There's a difference between, for me, there's a difference between editing a book and editing a blog post. Like with a blog post, we can go back and change it at any point. But if we do something wrong on your book and it gets published, then that's fucking permanent. It's not like a blog where we can go back and rewrite it. So, I don't know. Get back to me. You know where I find me? Yes, I will. I'll definitely think about it now, because I would love to help you out. I think it'd be fun. I don't know. I'll see. I'll. Fuck. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I belong to like 40 writing live streams, so I'm in the process of weeding out the ones that are not informative or inspiring. Is that a threat? See? Shadow. Wow, I was like slouching bad. Okay. I'll definitely think about it. So, I'm here to improve my craft. I'm here to be a success. I'm not here to mess around. Well, cool. Oh, but yeah, I think we covered all the goals and everything for next year, so now it's a fact. Well, if you stick around, then that's awesome. If not, then it was nice having you. That's all I can say. But let's see, the year of the book. I think I've gone over all of my stuff for tonight. I'm really excited to keep writing though. Like ever since I published the first one, I'm ready to go. The hard part's going to be well, it's not going to be really hard. It's just time consuming because I want to do all these stuff to be in self-published authority on YouTube, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass because I got a lot of people up there. So, winners win when they align themselves with winners. People who hang out with losers will lose. Plain and simple. Well, do it only if you want to, Michael. I will. Yeah, I'm seriously debating on it, but. I also have a lot of things that I have to consider, like mostly time, especially if I stick with my schedule, because I'll be doing, oh Jesus, a lot. But I am having to reel back on a bunch of things, so I don't know. Are you going to finish Kingmaker by Valentine's Day? Definitely. That's my goal, is to have Kingmaker done by February 4th. I think is the goal, because that was a Saturday, I think. Why the fuck did I make it the 4th? There's a reason why I wanted to be done by the 4th. It's a Friday. I don't think that's why. Maybe it was. Oh, it was. Okay. I would like to have it done before February. If I'm lucky, I'll have a Kingmaker done before the end of the year that I can edit and publish by February and actually have it out by February. So that's one of my goals. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It's Christmas. I'm going to have the kids all Christmas break. I've got the Freelancers Tale I want to start marketing on with ads and stuff and start putting some money, like Mom brought up Ingram Spark, which I want to take a look at and see what it's like, what kind of things go with it. If anything, it'll give me another video and blog post. So, content. That's how I view everything nowadays. Well, what kind of article will this give me? Now I want to hear about the love story. I guess there's kind of a love story in it. I don't know. I can't say anything, but because it'll be like ruining a surprise. There is a love interest. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Oh, anywho. Alrighty. Well, it's bong rip time. There you go. And it's peanut butter whiskey time. So everybody's got some decent goals going on, but how many people have actually started working on it, though? Ingram Spark gives you a great deal. It depends on what it's about. Right now, my books are already printed, so I don't know. Global book distribution over 4th. Okay. 40,000 retailers. So they are. It is a marketing group. But before, like I do with everything else, I research the shit out of a company before I even try them. This is why, mostly why I don't ever have a lot of reviews, because I come across a lot of shit companies. So, but I will definitely take a look at it, especially if it only costs $49. Is that available? See, I'm already on Amazon. I would like to be on Apple, Kobo, and Barnes & Noble. I'm going to be on Barnes & Noble too. So, I'm already on half the platforms. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. Yeah, I've been writing all day today, yesterday, and the day before. Michael, are you going to the gym tomorrow? Tomorrow being Saturday, probably. I was debating on it. Definitely going on Monday. I did have a problem last Monday where I went to the gym. I was wearing my mask, and because Denver did the mask mandate again, and I got halfway through the workout, but I couldn't breathe. It was when I was doing the lat pull downs, and I was like overexerting myself, and I got halfway through them, and I couldn't. I was done. I had to stop. So I only got half my workout because I was wearing my mask. So I don't know if that's a mental thing. It could be. I am claustrophobic. So I did try to work through it. I'm going to try again. I did some research on it. It looks like a lot of people who are affected that way can get acclimated to wearing a mask while they're working out. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to keep going until I can actually complete my set. So that's going to be fun. I'm working on 2 at least. Cool. Yes. Keep them going. You never answered me. Is that the championship is in April, right? That's when we're going to Las Vegas. If you don't know, I will be in Las Vegas on April 9th, that weekend. I'm thinking about going a bit early and showing up on that Thursday. Angela's going to be arm wrestling in April in Las Vegas, and I'm pretty excited to go to that. Well, in order to get accepted into the program, I have to write a 50-page work of creative nonfiction. Creative nonfiction. I have started working on it though. Put in a solid week. I've written 70,000 words this week. That is impressive, Nat. That's awesome. Well done. 70,000. That's pretty good. I haven't done 70,000 in a week, and fuck, I didn't even do that when I did the the blog thing in September. I haven't done 70,000 since I was writing in Textbroker back in 2014 or 2015 is when I did that. So that's good. That's impressive. Good job. I wish you all success, Diana. How can you wear a mask and work out? That doesn't sound healthy. I would just not wear it. You can breathe through your mask. Contrary to people's research, you can work at it while breathing. I had a hard time, so I will keep trying until I can acclimate, or until they drop the damn mandate. Either way, I'm going to keep working. I'm just finishing up my new horror comedy. It will be about 8,000 words, I think. Nice. Yeah, I'm a super prolific writer. People have no idea. I would be, but I have way too much to do throughout the day, especially with a. I know you have your job too, but I'm probably involved in way more than you are, and you probably have a lot more time than I do. Of course, I also have kids and cats and everything else, so you're lucky. But, you know, I love all my shit. Huh. Yeah. But no, that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting for you, Nat. I still have to do my 4,000 word story for Vocal Plus. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet. I'll work on that this weekend. And, God, that would be so awesome. Because 25 winners get $5,000 in their story added to their book next year. God, that would just be the shit, wouldn't it? There's such a thing, and I've discovered that most of my work falls under that. For 5 years, I've been trying to figure out how to categorize it. Yeah. I've got no kids or pets, so that's a huge help. Yeah, it is. It's all good. No, I'm proud of you for doing 70,000. That's awesome. Keep it up. I'm kind of envious. I wish I could sit down and write that much, but I just got too much going on. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I would still love to be done with Kingmaker by the end of the year. Just don't know if it's going to happen. Definitely February by the latest. So, and I'm pretty excited about it. I really like this book. Oh. But the whole purpose of the next 3 weeks is to come up with a real good, viable schedule that'll let me get more videos out to help everybody. Because I would really love to do more self-publishing stuff. I've had a lot of good impact on that so far, or a lot of good feedback on that so far. Especially when I start doing the marketing stuff. So that does mean I want to be putting more money into it. Like, I'm definitely going to be trying. I think Ron turned me on to Atticus. So Atticus looks pretty freaking amazing. So I'm going to give that a shot as soon as I come up with $150. Scrivener, I want to be doing more blog or more writing tools. Going the whole nine next year. 2022 is going to be bitching. Like, I was all excited about 2021 being epic. And it has been. I mean, I've accomplished almost everything I wanted to do this year, including one thing that I had no idea I wanted to do. When the year started, I have no intention of publishing a book. Ron came up to me in a live stream on a Friday or in February and asked if I've ever used KDP before, and that's what turned me on to it. So I decided, let's give it a shot. Here we are. So, I think I could thank Ron for any future success I might have. But I've always wanted to self-publish. Like, I have a CreateSpace account, but Amazon bought CreateSpace, or combined it with KDP, so it doesn't matter anymore. But I don't think I ever would have put in this much effort to publish a book until you guys started asking about it. So That was one thing I had no plan on doing this year. So I accomplished everything except for hitting 1 million words. But, you know, that's a nice goal to have. I used to do it on a regular basis when I was working at a text broker. 5, 6 years ago, I was doing 2 million words a day, or 2 million words a year, easy. Nowadays, not so much, but like I said, most of my shit doesn't involve writing nowadays. But so I say I want to do 1 million words, but I'm mostly focusing on just doing more than I did last year. So next year is going to kind of suck because I set the bar pretty high. I did pretty good this year. So I've got my work cut out for me. It was a good week. Yeah, yeah. Same here. I think I would rather spend the extra time writing than have kids. I feel fortunate. Um, you know what? I can't say that because I love my kids. I love my daughters are my world. My daughters are why I moved back to Colorado. Otherwise, I'd still be in LA. Um, I would do anything for my kids, and I have. I've sacrificed a lot more than I'll ever realize. But I do it gladly because I love them very much. Are you still going to invest in Publisher Rocket for KDP books? I was looking at Publisher Rocket and they are fucking expensive. I don't know if I want to do Publisher Rocket because that is just, I don't know. I was playing around with it and I'm like, I looked at the price of it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's expensive for what you get. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it because it's just keyword research and the way I just don't see the viability of keyword research for Amazon when you're writing a book. As long as you write a description of what your book is about and put in keywords that are relevant to your book, then you really don't need all this other stuff because you can't pick the most popular keyword, slap it into a book that has no relevance to it, and expect to do well. So I just don't see the viability of it, to be honest. So yeah, I don't. It might work for somebody who's doing something other than what I'm doing. Like I'm writing full length featured novels. I'm putting in the Kingmaker is going to be a 300 plus page book. It's a full novel. So, and it's all fiction. I don't see how anything in Publisher Rocket is going to help, to be honest. As long as the description has what the book is about and any of the 7 keywords in KDP that are relevant to the book, then that's all I can do, really. I can't really fluff it with stuff that doesn't matter. And so with the books that I'm writing, I just don't see it being a worthwhile platform. Like I might, if they got if they had a 7-day free trial, I'd probably try it. But it doesn't look like they do. So you get complete access for $100, $97. Never pay again. I just, maybe I will just for the content that I'll get from it, because that'll give me a few blog posts and some YouTube videos. So if I get monetized, that might make up for it. Let's see. No offense, but I guess if I never have them myself, I'll never know what I'm missing out on. Yeah, no, I'm not offended. Like some people say that, they don't want children. That's on them, I don't, I'm not going to try to talk anybody into having kids. I love my kids, but it's stressful. But, I'm not going to, if you don't want kids, that's fine. I'm not going to, I don't take offense to it. So, no worries. Dr. Never Know You might be might love being a mommy, but I wouldn't have kids just out of curiosity. No shit. No, don't. To see if you like it or not. You don't need to be married or have kids to be happy. Nope. I am. No, and see, I can't really say anything because I'm happy. I love where I'm at. I love my house. I love my job. I love what I do. I love doing the videos. I love hanging out with you guys. I don't need anything in my life to be happy. I love having my kids, but it's like I was having a conversation with my brother, and he's one of those guys who has to have someone in his life. He's never been on his own before, and he can't live without having somebody there. And for me, I'm like, I told him, for me, I focused on me. I focused on what's going to make me happy, make me whole. Some woman is not going to do it. I have to do it myself. And so I spent 3 years being single on purpose, fixing my shit. And in fact, technically, I'm still single on purpose because I could be dating somebody right now if I wanted her, but I don't. So I fixed my shit. I don't know where I was going with that. That was probably irrelevant. I am having second thoughts about buying it, but if I think it will help my nonfiction books, I might buy it. See, and I don't see how it would help. Like, I've gone through all of their text and all of their whys and whatnots, and I just like find profitable Amazon ad keywords fast. But if you're using words that are relevant to your book, which you have to do anyway, then having this shit doesn't matter. So I don't see it being. I just don't see how it would be helpful, to be honest. Like, you can't use keywords that aren't relevant to what people are buying. So I don't know. What keywords shoppers are typing into Amazon. So Publisher Rocket would be great for people who are creating content for the sake, or creating ebooks and stuff for the sake of publishing to make this money. What I am writing to tell a story. I'm not writing to make money. So I can see Publisher Rocket maybe helping people who want to do low content books, or people who just want to bust out books left and right regarding the top searches. That it would probably be helpful for. That's not how I write. So I might do it just for the content, but I highly doubt I will actually ever use it. Well, aside from getting the initial blog post and YouTube videos for it, because I know that I'll probably get quite a few from it. I just don't see it being something I would use on a regular basis. I would love to be a father, but only after I find the right lady. Well, sometimes it doesn't work that way, dude. I sure as fuck didn't find the right lady the first time. I know, Michael, I'm personally undecided, but I definitely have to find a boyfriend first. Well, it's like, so my dad was married to this one woman, and I was talking about my first ex and how I hated her. Oh, I hate her. So I wasn't going off on how I hated her. We were talking shit, and she says, "Well, there's got to be some kind of feelings there. You had a child with her." Like, yeah, but you don't have to love somebody to fuck them. So that shut her up. But yeah, sometimes it just happens, Katie. Okay, you talked me into it, Mike. Uh-oh, what'd I talk you into? Having another child? I want to tell you a story and make money. Yeah, well, I would, don't get me wrong, I would love to make money, but when it comes to Publisher Rocket, I don't see it being anything that's going to really help unless you're using those words to write your book. As like a, kind of like how a blogger does with keyword research. Like, you'll go through and find search intent and the best keywords you can before you write the blog post. KDP or Publisher Rocket looks like that's what it does for Amazon, for people who publish books. In that aspect, I can see it being probably a viable tool. But for what I do, like, I don't even know what I'm going to write before I write it. So something like Publisher Rocket is not going to help me in that regard. I want to just bust out books and establish an audience. Yeah, so do I. I can bust out garbage horror and campy sci-fi in my sleep. All I need is an audience. Hey, they're out there. Yikes, wow. About my comment? Probably. I'm afraid of making a mistake before I find the right lady. You know? Yep. You gotta be careful, man. Always. Always wear armor. Hey, bet you when you came to WriterSanctuary tonight, you didn't think you'd get a lesson in sex ed, did you? Give me your opinion. Shouldn't the keyword used to find content with Google be the same keywords people use to find content on Amazon? Theoretically, yes. It really depends on... God, you know? Theoretically, it should. Like, when I compare keywords with Google on YouTube, they are almost identical. So the people who are searching shit on YouTube search identical rates on Google. So you'd think that people looking for a specific type of content on Amazon would be similar to Google, unless you are a fiction writer. I bet there's a big discrepancy on Amazon for people looking for fiction books, because they're going to Amazon for books, not necessarily Google. Same with Barnes & Noble. So, I don't know. It would be an interesting... That right there would almost be worth buying, just to see if that's how it goes. That's why I don't like social media, SEO and all that crap. I feel like it destroys the creative process. To some degree, I agree with that. I looked up keywords on many of them are already in my sci-fi book. Words like spaceship, aliens. See? Exactly. See, you're... Exactly. Nat. That's what I'm talking about. As long as you are writing your description and you include elements of your book, you really don't need Publisher Rocket. I am almost, I would say I am 75% confident that Publisher Rocket is for Amazon what Uber suggests is for Google. So it's great to find what people are looking for right now and then write a book regarding that and sell it. That would probably net you quite a bit, but for what I do, it's not really going to be all that helpful. But, you know, I said it before, I'll probably get it just to give me content. So sex and dating advice is the real reason I come to WriterSanctuary. I doubt it. So I know it's marketable by keywords just because my book fits the sci-fi genre. So it continues a lot of good keywords. That wasn't even intentional on my part. Yeah, exactly. When you're writing, that's my point, is that when you're, like when I'm writing Kingmaker is automatically going to be triggered for a ton of stuff just because of what's in the book. If audiences like it and buy more of a series, that remains to be seen. I didn't write this book to be marketable, but when I did some homework, sci-fi is on the rise. It's bigger than ever. Awesome. Used to be sci-fi was geeky niche audience. I don't know, because I've always, maybe so people I hang around, sci-fi has always been big with us. So, but that's my point, is that when you start writing your book and you put in your description and you put in the stuff that's in your book, that's all that matters. So I don't want to learn SEO. I'd rather learn storytelling. Yeah, KDC. The problem with SEO is that it's a constant, you're constantly working on it because Google changes its algorithms on a daily basis, it seems like. And if you want to be good at SEO, you have to keep your thumb on the pulse of Google, because what works today may not work tomorrow. When you're just storytelling, doesn't fucking matter. It is so much easier to write stories than to try to do SEO for a blog. I would rather I'd rather spend all day writing, doing nothing but writing. That would be my dream career. Being a lesser version of Stephen King. I would love to just sit there and write all day. That's all I care about. But I can't do that because I don't make enough money and I have a mortgage to pay. So, but the difference between SEO and fiction writing is night and day. It's not even the same ballpark. So I feel you. I don't want to learn it either. I have 5 blocks. But learning SEO did help me become successful on Text Broker. So there is that. I may be wrong, but for writing nonfiction, I think the same keywords be used for finding content on Google and on Amazon. Yeah, I believe so. I think you're right on that one. So, God, it cost me $100 to find out, but it'd almost be worth it to compare what Publisher Rocket has in terms of keywords against what's a good one? Let's compare Publisher Rocket versus Ubersuggest, or I am planning on using Rank Tracker, which gets its data from Google Ads. Used to be Google AdWords, but I would love to compare AdWords ads against Publisher Rocket to see what kind of things correlate between Amazon and Google, to see just where, if there's any discrepancies at all, and where those discrepancies land. God, that would be a worthwhile video. Now I'm half tempted to blow $100 just so I can do it. That would definitely be, I think that would be a good study. See, sounds like Facebook ads. Facebook keeps changing its policies. They have a new word count limit now. Yeah, fuck Facebook. I don't know. I have to do Facebook ads for the YouTube channel to show people how to do it, and if it worked, I really don't want to. I don't like Facebook. I'm rarely on Facebook. I just have faith that my stories will make it to the right hands. Most people have not heard of my favorite authors, but that doesn't matter. Their books are important to me. Well, if your book fits the genre, it will contain keywords automatically. What we're talking about is when people search. When you're searching on Amazon, Amazon doesn't go through your book. Amazon goes through your book description and the keyword list you have in KDP. And as long as you have those things in your description and in the keywords for KDP, then it really doesn't matter. But like I said, it really depends on the kind of content you're writing, I guess, because I can see it being useful for people who are just trying to crank out books nonstop to find what trends are out there and maybe get your book in front of those. So that might be helpful. But for a fiction writer, probably not. Looking up keywords for mystery and horror too, and again, my work has tons of them, and I didn't even write them in the purposely. Just write and have a clear genre. Don't worry about keywords. If your book fits the genre, it will have the right keywords. Yeah, what we're talking about is for the marketing part of what people are searching for. Like I said, when people search in Amazon, okay. I shop for books on Amazon somewhere. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't go through your book, but when you write your description keywords, it does. And that's what we're talking about is we were wondering if using something like Publisher Rocket would help with the marketing aspect of getting your book in front of more people, because then you're finding the best keywords to use. But if you've already written the book, the best keywords doesn't matter. So this is probably something worth more to someone who does the low content books, which is like the notebooks or the line notebooks and journals and writing prompts. I wanted to do a book on writing prompts, stuff like that. Then yeah, I bet this tool would put you right in front pretty quick. So I don't know. I'll probably have to play with it. I'll crank out books if I know what appeals to people most. I just have to publish stuff and see what's up. It's hard to tell what people like. See that? And that's just it. I'm more concerned with what I like. I'm writing to tell a story. And the story I tell, like, if nobody wants to read it, nobody wants to read it. I'm still going to write it. Also, same here. My dream job would be spending the whole day writing, especially doing creative writing on educational games. Oh, wait, that is my job. Yep, see? There you go. What do you guys think of books by Alvin Schwartz? I don't know who Alvin Schwartz is. I'm going to have to look that up. That's going to be some kind of stupid joke, huh? Oh, never mind. It's not a joke. What has he done? See, I've never heard of Alvin Schwartz. Folklore books for children. He's on Goodreads. I'm going to set up a Goodreads account too. Scary stories and silly ones. He died a long time ago. Fantastic fiction. I don't know if I've ever read anything by Alvin Schwartz. Scary stories to tell in the dark. That might be something worth reading. But yeah, that's my answer. I didn't even know who that was until you brought him up. If you put keywords in your description and those words are not in your book, that's an issue. Duh. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm thinking that something like Publisher Rocket is more geared towards people who want to just make money writing books. Readers who search keywords expect to see those topics in the actual book, not just the word. I'm a businesswoman first, an artist second. I'd love to just write things I like, but if it doesn't sell, I'm wasting my time. Not to me. To me, it's more of I just love telling stories. I love being creative. I love being imaginative. If it makes me money, great. If not, then that's great too. It's more therapeutic for me. I enjoy it. It's like a hobby. Some people like to put model cars together. Some people collect music. Some people like to decorate their house in Egyptian art. I like to write. So it's not really a waste of time for me. It's more of a hobby. A hobby that I would love to get paid for. But, you know, if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I still have my mortgage is still paid. Let's see. Also, since I write in multiple genres, I do have a choice of what direction I take with my published work. Yeah. That's one thing I like is that I do more fantasy horror than anything, but I do often write in sci-fi. I've done romance before. I've never done a mystery though, so you're one up on me on that one. But I've done a lot of science fiction. What else have I done? I'm trying to think of everything. Just basic horror. So I've got fantasy horror, science fiction, romance, and sci-fi. Lots of sci-fi. Never done a western. I'm trying to remember all the stuff I've actually written. I think that might be all. I can hobby write and therapy write anytime I want, so publishing some commercially appealing YA sci-fi crap might bring in money and won't take away my writing hobby. I'm a writer. I write. Yeah, see? I've always written since I was able to write in the alphabet and crayon. I was writing stories. So say we all. Yeah. Oh. But anywho. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I guess we can start wrapping stuff up if anybody has anything else they would like to ask or bring up. We're going to do a recap real quick of what's going on for next year. I read Westerns. They have great revenge plots. I also love horses, so I've written some mid-grade horse and animal stuff. Just never looked to publish it. I did it for fun. See, and I don't think I've never done a Western. I would love to do... I'm afraid that if I was to try to write a Western, it would wind up being gothic horror. It's just, that's where I go. I'm dark. I don't think I could just do a regular Western. Ooh, I might just do one. I'm gonna do a Western gothic horror. And I was like that when I was little. I always loved telling stories. Yeah. I was 12 and typed my first story. I was younger than 12 when I typed my first story on Grandpa's typewriter, on the ribbon typewriter. And I sent it into Doubleday a long time ago. That's the typewriter that I wanted to get from Grandpa. That was the first story I ever wrote, was on that typewriter. Even remember the paper it was on. It was a weird feeling. I like to branch out. I'm always up for a challenge. I want to try some fantasy. I like writing. I'm like a fantasy horror is my fallback. I do like doing different things. So the romance stuff was kind of fun. But I have to be in a specific mood for that, and I haven't really been in that kind of a mood for a while. Huh. A lot of my writing often relates to my emotional status. So if I'm writing gothic horror, there's something wrong. Nah, not really. I love gothic horror. So just elated that I found my ideal job. I suffered a lot to get here, so I'm glad it paid off. Yeah. Hey, I love my job. I wish I could do more creative stuff with my job, but I did turn one of our worst writers into one of my best. We've done a lot of good stuff, and I'm pretty proud of our work. So yeah, I could say I love my job. When are you going to read Grizzly Killer? And I'll help you with the Western. I would like to read The Grizzly Killer, but I would also like to get glasses so I can read The Grizzly Killer. I haven't even read Mom's book. I can barely see the damn words. I need glasses. Like, I can read it just fine. The problem is that when I'm trying to read, I squint because I can barely make out the words, and so when I squint more, it gives me a headache. And so I can read about a chapter or two before I create one bitch kitty of a headache. So that's why I don't read as much at night, especially. Like right now, I've got my 27-inch widescreen, and so I can turn the font up, and I can read ish the chat, but the chat's actually kind of a smaller print than the rest of the screen. So, and all I gotta do is hold down the control and scroll my wheel up, and I can get letters bigger. Can't do that in a book. So, I will. It's definitely on my list of stuff to read. I did a Western, but it was about little girls and their ponies in a horse show, competing for a cash prize. See, and that's good. I did some fantasy stories as a kid and a teen, but never got into the genres as an adult. But fantasy is a big seller, so I'm willing to give it a shot and see. Yeah, I know a lot of fantasy writers, actually. The vast majority of the people I follow on Twitter are actually fantasy writers, and that wasn't by design. I just follow writers, and so a big chunk of them are fantasy. And then there's one special one who is gothic horror, and she scares me. In all the good ways. Anyway, I would love to do a Western, but I know, because I am a dark writer, that it would turn into gothic horror wicked fast. In fact, I'm already working on a plot for it. Well, you know, if that's what makes me happy, that's what makes me happy. I write the stories I want to read. Sci-fi and fantasy are very similar. World building is very alike. Yes, it is, actually. I've noticed there's a huge, there's a lot of overlap between the two. I feel the same way, Diana, about the job. Yeah. Yeah, but you're only 24. How the fuck can you feel the same way? I am 45, and I didn't get my dream job till I was 42. I fucked up a lot of my life, though. That's part of why I have the YouTube channel. Don't do as I did. It's a lot easier than how I did it. I have a huge screen too. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, I've actually got 2 monitors going on. That's one thing. One cool thing about Kindle Create. It's like when you maximize Kindle Create and you've got 2 monitors, it'll spread the program across both. So you got massive fucking overlay. Some old dude I am friends with gave me a mega magnifying thingy. Works great. My vision is still 20/20. Not sure how that happened at 44, but I always took vitamins since I was a teen playing sports. I did too. I've been staring at computer screens forever, and it's also probably a lot of has to do with genetics, I bet. But it is what it is. And my stuff tends to lean towards the dark and gory of a lot of times. I love that stuff. See, right? I'll try. I tried real one time to create a nice. Which one? Oh, I was trying to write a romance novel, and it went fucking dark. I mean, dark. I've never. The girls at Job Corps loved it, but it was bad. But I was trying to do the whole romance thing because girls there were reading it. They liked my stuff. I was a teenage boy, and I'm thinking, hey, it's a thing that the girls liked. Opening the door, but it went dark, like really fast. That escalated quickly. I grew up on cheesy, campy 80s horror movies that really influenced my writing. Stephen King did a lot of that, I think, for me. I had my dream job. I was a trainer and fitness model at 21, lost it, got injured, bounced back, and had to reinvent myself. That's what the last few years have been for me. I was, I had to rebuild myself from scratch. And I'm still working on it, so... I've had a hard road. I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, you have. Everybody has their dark sides to their history. I think yours and mine are probably darker than most, but here we are. That which does not kill us only makes us more brilliant as writers. I mean, technical writer, social media writer, blog writer, copywriter, etc. Yeah. I did all that for when I was writing at Text Broker. I do a lot of that working at Green Geeks right now. Like I do the webinar stuff. I edit all of my writer stuff. And I have to write the technical stuff for the support team. So like all of the back end, how to build a website stuff like PHP. I had to do one on how to do an FAQ on PHP and cPanel, and next is going to be the secure socket layer, or the secure shell for doing shell commands to use on Putty. That's going to be fun. Then I got to do more Git stuff, which I really don't like Git, but some people do. So I get you on the technical stuff. People love gore, sex, and drama. That's a fact. All at the same time. I've done. I mean, wasn't there like love scenes in like Sharknado? Wasn't she pregnant in the last one with the sharks in space? Yeah. I've done tons of social media writing and blog stuff, just not on a technical or professional level. Well, you just started, man. You got a long way to go. Don't sweat it. When I first started writing for textbook, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at all. I had a computer center, or I owned a computer business for 4 years, so I had the technical stuff, a lot of technical stuff, but I didn't know anything about anything else. And then I realized that I really enjoyed writing about travel. I really enjoyed writing about animals. I love writing about Machu Picchu. I will research the shit out of that article. I love it. You never know what you're going to wind up being really good at until you give it a shot. So you got a long way to go, man. You're doing great. So keep it up. I've been paid to write nice reviews. That's good work. Yeah. I don't. That's one of the few things I will turn down, is that I'm not going to blow smoke on rainbows up anybody's ass. If I write a review, it's going to be an honest review. If the product sucks, I'm going to let you know. I mean, otherwise, take a look at my palmini mashed potato, the article on Crossing, Colorado. That was the worst piece of junk cream crap I ever put in my mouth. It was nasty as fuck. And I let everybody know. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get... I added my Amazon link, but I don't think anybody's going to buy it. Yes, it was bad. The price was right, and it was great for keto, but that was it. It tasted like if it was a wet diaper. It was horrible. Don't ever buy that shit. I will tell you a review and be honest. So that's why I didn't get a lot of those in Text Broker, because I did write honest reviews and people didn't like that too much. I did the newspaper for Jim. Okay, whoa. There we go. Okay. Also, I've done a lot of stupid fluff articles for smaller publications. I've had to do that too. Like for fitness, fashion, home decor, lifestyle crap. I'm good at anything involving home and self-improvement. I've had to do a lot of crap like that, like with building roofs. Gutters was a big one. Had to do a ton of articles about cement footings for houses. So, yeah. I've had to do a lot of stupid shit too. But, it pays. You make good money just writing Facebook ads? Yeah, probably. I made a ton of money doing stuff for eBay. So that was pretty cool. And that was when I timed it once. I was making $35 an hour. I was just cranking out, and they only wanted 100-word articles. So I was like ripping through those wicked fast. Those were the days. I did the newsletter for a gym I worked for, and also their workshops for fitness. That was fun. Awesome. That would actually be kind of fun, doing a newsletter. That's probably one of the big reasons why I like doing the blog so much. Essentially, that's all a blog is a newsletter from a person's perspective, I guess. Well, I guess it really depends on how you set your blog up. I have a friend who makes a living writing LinkedIn profiles. Nice. I actually know somebody who does, God, they do something for a social site. I can't remember what. Was it Instagram? No. It was something that had to do with a lot of content. But it was something similar. So you can make some pretty good money if you know what you're doing. Let's see. I've been on social media for years, actually. I'm 44, been on the internet since before it was called the internet. Yep. I can also tell you the first online experience I ever had, which I bet nobody in this fucking room would know. That'd be Rabbit Jack's Casino on the Commodore 64 using a 50 baud modem. Bitches. That's dating myself. Back when we used to consider internet connections in rates of baud. B-A-U-D. I still have I have a 300 baud modem for my Commodore still. Let's see if I can find it. I would love to get it hooked up and live stream my actual Commodore 64 on Twitch. Because I have an Elgato that'll let me do it. So, yeah, Rabbit Jack's Casino. God, those were the days. Back in the 80s. That was pretty fun. I miss those times when things were new. Now things are just stupid. And yeah, my Snake account is basically my troll account. Yeah, I noticed. I make Snake tabloids, Snake magazines, Snake news parodies. I need to follow your professional account. I don't know why I don't. I don't think I've ever come across your professional account. I just followed the Snake one. Thanks, Michael. You are welcome, KDC. You're doing great. Don't ever think otherwise, man. You're rocking it. I wish I was at your spot when I was 24. What the fuck was I doing at 24? What? That was 20 years ago. What was I doing 20 years ago? It's 2012 or 21? 20. I started college when I was 24. How? Bet you're going farther than I did, though. I went to a college that tried to screw me and screwed a lot of people, which is why there's a class action lawsuit. And then started a series of unfortunate events. People like it. They laugh. Yeah, I see. I like your... Like, I love the Snake, the Southern ones. I usually read all of your Snake ones, but the Southern Snaking ones, I think I like the most. Probably because it hits me in the feels because of where I live. Sometimes stupid things are hilarious. Yeah, I like stupid shit all the time. That's the great thing about being a good writer. You can write anything yourself without having to worry. Yep, exactly. I did a workshop on reducing cellulite and love handles. Like 70 people showed up for that, and I had to print more booklets in the break room. Nice. Hey, if that's what works. When I started writing, a lady reached out to me asking me to write fake reviews. I turned it down. I would have loved a good testimonial from her, but it went against my morals. I totally agree, KDC. I will never write a fake review. I've had people approach me on Textbooker to do them, and I won't do them. I don't do fake testimonials to fake reviews. I won't write about Apple products either, or religion. Hey, but when you're successful, you have the option to do that kind of shit and say, no, I ain't going to do it. And the problem is that you get a lot of authors or a lot of freelance writers out there who will go ahead and take those jobs and bid stupid low amounts of money just so that they get the job. But when you break it down per hour, you'd make like 3 times more money flipping burgers. So at that point, you're only doing yourself an injustice. There's plenty of clients out there. You don't need to take everything thrown your way. Have some morals and be a professional. Say, no, I'm not going to do it. It's like, and don't be afraid to send them to somebody else who you know does. For instance, Megan Grant on YouTube. I don't do cold email cold email interactions to get clients. Megan does. And so I don't view Megan as my competition at all. So I will send everybody to Megan's channel because she does a great job showing you how to do that shit. So I have no problem sending business to Megan. So, it's all, you gotta have morals. A lot of people nowadays don't. And so paired up with small businesses and basically gave them food reviews for money or freebies or food discounts. Okay, you're such an influencer. So do you have any idea how many freebies I've got last year? I made a ton of money. We're talking thousands of dollars worth of shit last year from brands who loved the blog post that I wrote. I didn't contact them at all. I just wrote the blog post and then tagged them in it on Twitter. And so they say, we loved your blog post. Here, have a free year of this or a lifetime membership to that. It's like, cool. I have never asked a single brand to write for anything from an article I wrote. I just write them because I think my audience will like it. And, and I got a lot of stuff from it. So I was on AOL and Prodigy. There was a game on Prodigy I completely loved. You were underwater and it was a math game. and you had to do math equations to do certain things while you were underwater in the sub. Can't remember the name of it, but God, I love that game. I know it sounds dramatic. Finding this job almost made me believe in God. Well, yeah, religious experience. Had a bunch of troll accounts before we were called trolls, where I lied about my age and said I was 20. Yeah, everybody did that. I was like 13. See? Yeah. You're the reason why certain laws exist. My professional account is dead. It's only for business and is totally clean with no tweets. Oh, well. Then I wouldn't want to follow it. That is something an introvert would say. Hey now, I'm an introvert. Have you thought about using Amazon ads to promote your book? Yes. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about that. That is one of the next things I want to be doing for A Freelancer's Tale is I will be doing Amazon ads. I don't think I want to make a ton of money on it, but I want to walk through the process and at least make some videos on it on YouTube and do some blog posts. So definitely going to be up there. Casey, when I was 24, I was in the heart of my shitty years. I got my dream job at 29. See? Yeah. And I got my dream job at 42. Actually, technically, that's not accurate. I was the CEO of my computer business in 2008. I can't remember how old I was. It was before I was 30. Wait, 2008, 18, 19, 20, 21, 13 years ago. I'd have been 32. Huh. Oh, that's right. I started getting serious about it in 32. So I wanted to write a book, penniless at 34, retired at 35. But we won't go into what happened because I got screwed badly. It's in my book. I didn't really go too much into detail on how much I got screwed, but let's just say that it was fairly bad. I'll write fake reviews, but only if I actually use the product or went to the business and I don't make it flowery or fake. If you can do it, you can do it. I can't. Never wrote a fake review for a company that was total crap. Never wrote a fake review. And that's one of the things that separates me from a lot of people on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube or on blogs, is that I only write about stuff I've experienced or that I used. So I don't follow trends and then regurgitate the same fucking crap everybody else does. If I haven't used it or don't have any experience with it, I'm not going to cover it. So that's why I'm not nearly as big as everybody else. But I also have a damn sight more integrity. So, yeah. And that's not coming as an attack to Nat. That is more of an attack on... I came across some videos today that really set me off. And so... I never wrote a fake review for a company that's all crap. Okay, when I was 24, I was a machinist for 13 years. Well, see? There you go. Fucking, what are you, 12? 11. Well, that's what happens when you're growed up like that. Wrote several for local businesses who struggled and wanted more exposure, so I was paid to promote them, and I did it because they were good businesses. Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that it's something I would never do. Every writer is different, so they were paid reviews, but they weren't fake in the sense I was pointing out the best their business had to offer. See, I would if I experienced what they had to offer. If I didn't, then how do I know it was the best? And like, it's a small place, but they do tacos right and have a small menu, but all the items are quality. I never faked it, like, as in lied about the shitty place and said it was great. I won't do that. Oh, okay. So it's not necessarily you faked it for the good places, but more of embellished on the qualities they have. And so that's kind of a line. I don't know if I've actually embellished stuff. I have had to flower up some things for text broker clients, but never outright lie on it. But no, if you embellish it, embellishing is nothing bad. Everybody does it. Every business embellishes their shit. So you're just keeping with the status quo. Can you give us an example of a brand you wrote? You wrote about? Legally, no. um, a lot of e-commerce sites. I can't say that one of them is a major network equipment manufacturer, but I can't legally. I can't. So I wish I could though, because I wrote some for some awesome companies. That's the hard part about being a ghostwriter, is that you don't ever get to claim any of that shit. So I wrote some of my best articles under the guise of somebody else. So that's part of why I started doing more outside of Text Broker, because I wanted to get credit for some of my best work. I also reviewed some supplements to get freebies, but honestly liked most of them, so it wasn't a stretch. Hey, that's awesome. Like I asked, somebody wants me to try a weight loss coffee, but then she told me the prices on it. Like, fuck, there's no way I would support that. I don't know. I might try it just out of morbid curiosity, but I don't know. A 3 days worth for $50? Like, fuck, I can go down and get a month's worth of Emerge for that. I would much rather have Emerge. I'm a big Emerge fan, though. And that could probably be a good YouTuber. People make YouTube videos, just try it out and promote products. Yeah, actually, I wanted to do. Sam and I were talking about this, doing a YouTube channel for as seen on TV products, but I think there's already a bunch of those out there now. This was back in when YouTube first started. I had so many brilliant ideas. We should have just followed through. Yeah, I just don't want to be on camera. See, I am more comfortable on camera than I am in person. Probably because you're not there. It's like, to me, it's a camera, it's a piece of glass, and electronics. There's no judgment there. It's a piece of hardware. In person is a whole nother story. I need a video editor and a camera. I started with the Logitech C920 webcam. Right now, I've got an Allura Tech 4K webcam that only cost $150. And I do my own video editing on Premiere. Which, I'm not an expert on. I still have a lot to work on, but, hey. I don't know, I think some of my videos came out great. Like my trip to get the picture for the ebook, or for the book cover, that video was awesome. I even put in the music from Clue in it. It was just great. It is great that you are going to do vids on Amazon ads, because I have started researching and studying Amazon ads. Yeah, that is the next thing I'll be doing. In fact, I have a list of free ways to promote your book, and I'm at the end of that list, and now the next thing, I think, if I remember right, is Amazon ads. So I'll be doing those probably next week or shortly after Christmas. It depends on how much I got to spend. So I've got kids to buy for, and I need more lights. I'm starting to feel like Mom. I'm looking at my garland around the living room, and it doesn't quite make it the rest of the way. So I'm like, one more garland and one more string of lights would do it. Right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 on that one plug inside the house. Let's see okay. Yeah, same here. If I review something, I'm just honest. If I'm paid to do a review, I'll point out the good and leave out the bad. I did it first, but then I'm like, you know what? No. Nowadays, I'm like, I'm going to point out everything. But then again, it's my article. I can do what the hell I want. But yeah, when I first started with Text Broker, I did a bunch of those where you'd embellish the goodness and kind of gloss over the bad. But that's every brand does that, so you can't really fault them for that. So I won't be dishonest or lie. I will omit if I into info if I'm getting paid to promote something. Yeah, that's what I did on Textbroker. Never did pure fakery for stuff I never used or don't know about. I only did paid reviews for stuff I believed in and would recommend. I agree. I started working at 16. My first job was painting a mural for a father who lost his son due to a stray bullet. The mural is still up in Chicago. That's pretty cool, KDC. Well, no, the mural stayed up. It's not cool that he lost his kid. My first job, I was 15. I worked the school lunch program at Edison Elementary School in Ogden. That was my summer job. I worked it with my next door neighbor friend. It was fun. I tried some awful crap and turned down the money because I said I'd review it poorly and nicely told them why and how to improve the product. Did that for several of them, actually. Yeah, sometimes you gotta point it out. People pay for good products that they like. I try it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the budget to dump into something that may or may not pan out. So, you're also an artist. Yes, KDC is an artist. I used to paint, write poetry, play the keyboard, and sing when I was younger. Oh, look at you, Renaissance man. Now I just write. Hey, I feel you. I've done artwork in colored pencils. I used to paint in acrylic. I've done a lot of artwork on the computer, digital art. I used to play the keyboard. I play a little bit of the piano. I can play a little bit of the guitar. I want to learn the violin. And I write. And I can play a mean game of chess. You are talented. I'm turning my house into a spaceship for Christmas. I'm an atheist. I'll celebrate Alien Day. See? And we talked about that. I think it still look pretty cool. I would love to see your Egyptian living room with an Egyptian themed Christmas tree. That'd be awesome. If you do that and that, you'll have to send me a picture. I'm still thinking, I'm gonna turn my room into like a room from Deep Space Nine, complete with built-in wall panels, LEDs and stuff. Maybe even touchable controls for like the lights and shit. Because I'm a dork. I used to be talented. I can't sing anymore. Me either. I used to be able to sing a long time ago. Now I can sing if it was country, but that's because I can get that accent going and get the voice going with it. I used to sing a lot of 80s shit though. No, my mom has 9,000 lights. Yeah, I think mom has more than 9,000 lights. I thought she had like quadruple digits. I thought she was in the tens, wasn't she? I thought it was like way higher than that. I thought it was like last time we were down there it was 26,000. That was 4 years ago. I know I bought mom more lights than that. So, I know one of these days we'll have to count them. I won't buy $50 coffee, but I'll gladly try it for free and review it. Hell yeah, give me the freebies. Yeah, I am willing to give anything a shot if somebody's going to give it to me. But I'm not the type of person that will go out and ask. Like I won't go to a company and say, if you give me a free lunch, I'll write a review about your restaurant. I'm not that kind of an influencer. I write an article about using Minddomo to plan out my blog and plan out the videos and how to use Minddomo, mind mapping tool for all kinds of fun stuff, and publish it. about a week later, they contact me and gave me free shit. So, I'm not musically talented. I love music. I just didn't get that talent. No. I learned everything on the piano by ear. I learned how to play the guitar by ear. At one point, at Job Corps, I was able to play Puff the Magic Dragon, Bad of the Bone, and Hotel California. That was pretty cool. And I learned all of that by hearing it, by ear. So I want to learn the violin too. Yes, violin in rock bands are epic. I love violins. My daughter plays the violin. I would love to. I think it'd be fun to do a duet and violin with Arabeth. And Annika plays the cello, so we can do a whole stringed instrument family thing. That would be fun. Friend got me to sing karaoke. Oddly, I can sing Karen Carpenter for some reason, but I can't hit higher notes. I'm not a soprano. I used to be able to sing Africa by Toto and hit the high notes back when I was much younger. Can't do it now, but back in the day, I was epic. I ain't as good as I once was, but I was good once, as I ever was. Weird because I'm a little chick, but have a big woman's voice. I can't get loud. I can sing okay if it's women with a lower voice or men with a higher voice. Most pop women are sopranos and have high voices, so my voice cracks bad on higher notes. Plus we're getting older. How do you charge for a painting? Oh, for KDC. I've taken a crack. Jesus, this is how bad I need glasses. I thought you just wrote that you've taken crack flutes. I'm like, what the fuck is a crack flute? Is it some kind of pipe? I've taken a crack at flute, guitar, and piano. I just never got into it. I try again though. I tried drums. That would be fun. Guitar and piano. I've never tried the flute, but I was playing the piano at 12. I was playing the guitar at 16, and I enjoyed it. Like between the keyboard I got for Christmas and Grandma's piano, I noodled the shit out of the piano keys, out of the ivories. I got a piano. I have a piano in my living room, actually. I haven't played it since I got it, but I have one. I have to get it fixed, though. At the the higher 7 keys need to be restrung. Unfortunately, those are the keys I want to use to play Kara's theme from Battlestar Galactica. So, until I get it fixed, I can't play it. Okay, now it's my turn to brag. I am very musically talented. I almost never had to practice, but I was first chair ever since I started playing. I had this low, mature woman's voice at 12. I could impersonate my mom at a younger age. Nice. Crack flute. A hippie instrument. That's why I saw. I thought she wrote she had a crack flute. I was like, you know what? I bet I can go down to the head shop here in Colorado and find one. Probably called crack flute too. I'm not scared to try something and do it badly, so that's a good thing. I'm a fairly confident person. Don't care if I look stupid or make an ass of myself. I'm a dork and proud. There you go. Depends on my mood. If I'm in a hyper mood, then yeah, there's no stopping me. I get annoying as shit. But if since I am bipolar, if I'm on a downswing, then it's a different deal. So, but I can be hyper. I'm willing to try anything once. Well, not anything. There's some things that I know I wouldn't like that I'm not going to try. But for the most part, you gonna come up here or you're gonna bitch? Thank you. Shot it. Yeah. So anywho, So this was a fun Friday. We got a lot of stuff. We're going over a lot of stuff. I'm pretty excited for my next year. Looks like we all have some good plans. Thing is that we got to make sure that you can set any goals you want, but it's the effort behind them that make the difference. Otherwise, it just becomes fancy writing on paper. So think about what you want to accomplish and be what you want to do. Like when I first started with Text Broker, that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a freelance writer. I was done. This is it. I'm doing it. And I did it. This next year, I want to be a self-published author. I'm going to put in the same gusto that I did with Text Broker. I want to see what happens. If it works, it works. If not, it doesn't. But you won't know until you try. That's where a lot of people fail when they set up their New Year's resolutions or their goals that they want to do, is that they come out strong, but then they're like, nah, fuck it, and they're done. So you got to put in the effort. You've got to take those steps. You've got to get your momentum going and decide this is who I am. This is what I want to be. So I'm not scared. See, I got anxiety, but I oddly don't really have social anxiety. I like most people. I'm a people person. I'll go to a party and introduce myself. That's something I wouldn't do that in the past, but after doing the YouTube channel and doing the word camps, I probably would nowadays. Like I said, I used to be incredibly shy, incredibly introverted. But to be honest, I haven't really been out in public since I've been doing all this. And when I am at WordCamp, I'm a completely different person. I am like outgoing. I'll talk to everybody. I'll bug the shit at anybody walking by. I'm on the ball. So I think I might actually be fairly outgoing if I actually went out. But I don't ever leave anywhere, so I will never know. I'm putting in effort. Your cat has been meowing nonstop for the past 2 hours. Yes, it's Shadow. Yeah, effort. Yeah, I'm putting in effort for better or worse. At least I'm writing, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah, that you got lots of things going on. I wish I could bounce as quickly as you do from one thing to another. I just can't. And if that works for you, that's great. I can't. So I'll be working on one thing at a time. But that's what works for me. And that's what works for you. Every author is different. Nobody's going to be the same. So I'm good with sticking to goals usually, especially when I'm on a roll and motivated. See, that's where you have a good background for being motivated. I never did until I finished A Freelancer's Tale. As soon as I finished my first book, it was like something switched on in my head. And it was for the better. And it made me realize that I am a lot better than I realize. Huh. So that was a motivational book. Even if I don't sell a single copy, it was worth everything I've done. So, and I love it. I think it's awesome. It's my book. My name is on it. And I flipped through the pages like a showing Sam. Hey, I wrote every word in here. So if you haven't, I'm not saying everybody needs to self-publish, but when you see your name on a book, even if it's self-publishing, it triggers something, and you just want to do more. And it's motivational. It's helpful from a mental standpoint. You start thinking to yourself, this is possible. I can do this. So I'm pretty proud of it. I am way more social than I used to be. Oh, I am. I know I am. Like when I was at word camps. But even like I'm trying to think of the last time I was anywhere other than Walmart. I can't think of anywhere other than shopping with Sam. And with Sam in tow, it's like carrying my own bag of chick repellent. That's a story of its own. Anyway, I focus on one thing as my main project, but always have some side projects. I want to self-publish. That's why I'm here. Cool. It's just a matter of which thing I publish first. Yeah. And I'm telling you, we did, as far as I can tell, we did a great job between me, Sam, and Grammarly. I think we did an awesome job editing the book. And I fed it through Grammarly twice. I read it like 5-6 times. Sam read through it. I mean, I think it came out great. No spelling errors. Went through it with a fine-tooth comb. Mostly because I don't have the money for an editor, and instead of saving up $4,000, just might as well do it now. And so far, so good. So, but there's nothing wrong with doing the editor route. I would highly suggest it if you have the money for it. And writers should never edit their own work. Just a matter of which. Okay, I have stuff that could be published now. It's just not edited properly, and I know I'd get bashed for that. So I'm holding out, writing more. Well, there you go. No offense, but that's really depressing. What is? I don't know what was really depressing. Thank you, Patrick. It's great to get support. That's why most of us join our chat. See, and I've been, it doesn't matter what I say. I've been excited for other people's shit for a while now. But hey, it's alright. Yeah. I know, I'm just chopped liver sitting on a plate. Just teasing. Yeah, like I said before, everybody is different. So everybody's going to go at their own pace and go through their own steps. I can't say that my way is the best way, because it's really not. It's really in every individual. So depressing that you don't go anywhere other than Walmart. Well, I don't. I keep thinking, I don't know where to go. There's things I want to do. I'm like, do I really want to though? I don't know. I need to find some stuff to do, I think. I just don't know what, to be honest. I just, I don't really live all that close to anything cool. I'd have to drive for a while to get to anywhere that I want to do. So, and most of the places I'd have to take I-70, and I-70 is one of the worst pieces of junk-ass road in America. I hate fucking I-70. I would rather be on the 405. Well, probably not, because the 405 would last for a long fucking time. 70 is just as bad, but for about 3 miles. The 405 is statewide, so never mind. Yeah, I felt like chopped liver too, but won't get into that. Why don't you go on vacation? I went on vacation. I went to Utah for 5 days. Travel someplace new. I've traveled to many places myself. Because it would take a lot of effort. I'd have to find somebody to take care of the animals, and then I'd have to decide on where I wanted to go. Then I'd have to pay money to go there in the hotel, and I don't know. Eventually I will, but right now, nah. I'm not good at much, but I'll help in any way I can. Yeah. Alrighty, it is almost 10. I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm pretty tired. I'm getting there, Well, I can't really say I'm pretty tired. More of my throat's getting dry. And I think we're about out of topics that are worthwhile, so. That's. God. Don't even know why I look at my fucking phone. Okay, so. To wrap things up, we got. I'm more active on the Snake account. Random Snake Facts DM me. Anyway, so I've got goals for WriterSanctuary. What we're doing next year is the year of the book. I'm going to get as much published as I can. Working on changing up the YouTube videos quite a bit, adding more self-publishing stuff, obviously. Blogging sites like Vocal, Hub Pages, and Medium. I would like to do more freelance writing stuff. I just don't know how much more of that I'm going to do because I don't really do a lot of it now. And I don't like to write about, or I don't make videos or write about stuff I don't either experience or use myself. I'm not going to blow sunshine and rainbows up anybody's ass. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So, more likely, 2022 is going to be more self-publishing stuff for WriterSanctuary than anything. Probably a lot more with the Vocal, definitely, because I would love to win some contests. So definitely going to put more effort into that. But yeah, definitely my biggest goal is time management, get more stuff done, and we're gonna make 2022 fucking amazing. Like 2021 for me was epic. We're going for fucking amazing this time around. So, I think we're gonna wrap it up then. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, you can ask me now or forever hold your peace. Or you can also reach me on social media on Twitter and Facebook, ish, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary website. I kind of lost it at the end of that one. I am way more active on Twitter. Instagram is writer.sanctuary. And I think that's all the social I do now. I don't think I'm ever going to do TikTok. I barely remember to do the shit that I've got. So probably not TikTok. I'll do shorts on YouTube before I do TikTok. I like sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, me too. I'm just not going to shove them up your ass. Good night, guys. Good night, Ron. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. I'll see you on Monday. And hopefully I will get more into the marketing aspect of Amazon and KDP. But depends on how much money I've got because I still have a lot of stuff to do before Christmas. So I'll probably do more paid marketing after Christmas. Really depends on what we got going on. So I'll try. But good night, Ron. Have a good one. Good night, Neo, Diana, Nat, Patrick, whoever else was here. KDC was here. Chris was here, but he's probably drunk. Good night, Angela. Good night, Mom. And everybody else. As I'm wrapping this up, does anybody have any quick questions they want to shoot out before I go? Because this is in the bag. We're complete. If you guys have anything that you want me to cover specifically, feel free to leave a comment in any one of my videos or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary. Those emails go right to me. So, like if you have any needs or wants to knows about certain topics, I'm always open to suggestions. As long as they're realistic and related to writing. Please, thank you. Yeah, I think that's it. Had a lot of fun, so read your question. What question do you have? I don't see a question. I see comments. Well, I know Amazon ads, Ron. That's the next stage of what I'm doing. Question, what is... What are you questioning, Patrick? Or just being a smartass? I don't know where you're going with that. And I don't see a question by you, Diana. I see comments, no questions. Why don't I ever go on vacation? I already answered that. So wait, they have to be relating to writing? Oh, never mind then. I don't see any question. The only question I see is the one about why I don't go on vacations. It's because every time I come back from vacations, everything's fucked up. I'd rather just deal with it here. And I don't think this last vacation to Utah on Thanksgiving was the first time I had one that wasn't a working vacation in 8 years. How can you get sponsors? By creating good shit. I got a lot of sponsored posts from WriterSanctuary. I actually made quite a bit of money last year from sponsored posts. And when your website gets to a certain popularity, fuck, Shadow, people start wanting to post on your website, and then you can pretty much charge whatever you want. Well, we want to be realistic with it. I sold a sponsored post last year for $120. Ow. It only took me 20 minutes worth of editing. So, fucking cat. I don't know what her issue is. You can also go out and look for sponsors directly. Cold contact them. I don't do that. I don't like cold contact of any kind. Mostly because I don't have time to do that shit. So, if they come to me, then it's on my terms. I can reply to them whenever I feel comfortable. But I'm not going to go out of my way because I just have too much to do. So, anyway, it be 10 o'clock, people. Thank you for watching. Had a good time. And my cat is driving me fucking nuts. Don't forget, my book is on Amazon. An ebook in paperback format. Link is in the description down below. I gotta start trying to do that more often, I think. Lots of things to do. So, anywho, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you on Monday.